Baller alert, calling out baller alert. Got no problems with baller alert, but everybody on baller alert and anybody else out there talking shit about me, here we go.
In front of children. Yeah, that's so he was caught masturbating. I think he's like 35 years old.
The chat.
I just want the bust. Oh man, bust. Give me the monster. Bust. Wow, it's big. Bust. I just want the. 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 I just want the bust. I just want the eat it. I just want the. I just want the. I just want the. I just want the. I am fucking based. Eat it. Kiss my fucking ass and lick my balls. Fucking eat it. He's doing a meme. This is cringe. Eat it. Eat it. I just want the bust. Oh man, bust. Give me the monster. Bust. Wow, it's big. Bust.
Please.
I just want the. 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 I'm about to blow.
Ain't no telling what I'm blaming shit on. Nah, I shit on my own pay pigs.
The chat.
It's a new day, going boot up the screen. I got my shitty chair and all my wires under me. Pipe and chat for 20 minutes just to shoot the breeze. Cause my gaming sucks so bad nobody wanna see it. Got my co-op partner, got my wife here with me. She hasn't been working, that's why I force her to stream.
Talk about my wife.
She don't wanna do that, neither she don't wanna do that. That's why I let her read the chat and have her read it all back. I've been walking around in jammies in my Snort fort, stepping on the ants, infesting my first floor. Everything is breaking down and even more. It's like the walls are coming down. I really need some more support now. If Penalty come back, I'll smash it like I'm Hogan. I'll just drag my wife by leaving the fridge open. You can sneak into the fort. I'll give you keys to the door. Panda left me so broken.
I have depression.
So give me your tips and super chats. I need membership so I can buy her back. I can't display your name just in case that member fake. I had to change my layout, hope you're cool with that. Yeah.
In the middle of the stream, my router died on me.
Goddamn.
Now my Wi-Fi password mentions Pandally.
Goddamn.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a Comcast employee.
Oh, yeah?
Why'd he have to joke about my Pandally?
Goddamn.
Did she leave because my sauce was watery?
Too sweet.
Or because we met in her minority?
Have a seat.
Or cause I complained about her doctor fee?
Oh yeah.
Should have had that pussy under warranty. Ain't no telling what I'm blaming shit on. Hey, depression, all the net code. Hey, ain't no telling what cats finna break next. Whoops, there's no sense in the snort fort.
Yeah, brother!
Chocolate starfish!
Welcome, brother. Welcome. You just enjoyed a song by the Wolverine Doll, the winner in the second to King of the Ring, and Darkside Drill, a finalist in both to King of the Rings. Look at all this talent in one place. So big ups. I started a little bit early today because there's been, man, the internet's been really fucking hot today. We got Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. They're taking shots, exchanging shots. Kendrick is dissing. He's straight up told Drake he should die. That's some epic fucking beef, man. But also what happened is Daniel Larson is now in jail. He's looking at like 60 years. And the A-logs that trolled him are getting visited by the feds. So things are bad for everybody on the internet except Darkside Phil. Oh no, I take that back. He had a miserable Street Fighter stream yesterday. Miserable Street Fighter stream. He called a Piece of Peace a degenerate for beating him at Street Fighter. He was like bashing his, let's see if I can find it here. But later we're gonna look at all the clips. Yeah, look at, it's this shit. This guy is losing his mind, man.
I really, why am I playing with Zangief? Why am I bothering? Why am I playing with Zangief? Why am I bothering? I can't even get a singular fun set with this character. Every set is just like someone is beating up on a small child. He's the biggest character in the game. He's the biggest fucking bitch. He's the biggest bitch in the entire series because he sucked. Why did they make him so bad?
Look at this, man.
It pisses me off. He's so good.
With the, because bro, the neck phones always make everything better. Him wearing neck phones and ranting about anything is instantly, infinitely better than the same rant without the neck phones. Because it's just like, how many people have you ever seen wear neck phones? I'm pretty sure, honest to God, Darkside Phil must be the first ever person that I've seen wearing neck phones. I didn't even know that shit existed until he started wearing them. Yes, also the shirt really adds to this scene because this guy is dressed up like, I don't even know, it's this generic shitty shirt. And then he's like slapping the controller, the fight stick, he's beating the shit out of it. It's crazy. So this happened. Also, I'm gonna look through some other clips yesterday. Other clips from yesterday. Tomorrow it's my day off because it's my Easter Sunday. So I'm gonna be Eastering that shit up somewhere and eating stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be it. So Daniel Larson managers are getting busted by the feds. They're having the feds show up at their work, and there's some gay op Discord that was getting like unironically raided by the feds. Everybody in that Discord is getting in trouble. So I wanted to watch this video by Smokey MCC to get the context, because I'm not exactly sure why this happened. Because as far as I know, they tried to catfish him into doing fucked up shit, basically, by pretending to be the love of Daniel's life. Grace Vanderwall, who is a child actress, or I guess she's now a teenager. She was an actress in something. Not really like high profile or anything, but he has some weird obsession with her. So they were trying to basically catfish him, pretending to be Grace, and get him to be crazy. And this dude is like severely mentally ill. I don't know exactly what he's got, but he's very susceptible to that kind of stuff. So they basically tried to A-log him into committing insane crimes. And how he ended up in prison, I believe he was on his YouTube community page, and he made a bunch of posts about bombing stuff. It was just like one after the other. Yeah, I'm gonna bomb this. I'm gonna bomb that. So it's pretty crazy. Well, let's go through this video. DSP, as you can see in the new picture-in-picture layout, dude. He's gonna be here in about 45 minutes or something. That's why I started earlier. Let's see what we got. Then we're gonna watch some of the DSP stuff from yesterday, and then we're gonna, I don't know. Yeah, watch the Level 1 podcast, obviously. What else we gonna do? What else we here for? And yes, they had to evacuate one of the buildings that he threatened to bomb, because they actually took it like seriously. So yeah, let's give this Smokey video a chance, and let's see what happened here.
I'd heard that Daniel Larson was arrested for the 4th time in the past 2 months. And honestly, like most of y'all, I thought, well, he'll be out in the morning. No harm, no foul, you know? Daniel Larson gets arrested pretty often, and they always give him a slap on the wrist no matter what he does. And so as time went on, things begun to look more and more bleak for old Daniel as some of his charges started to come out. No longer was this just a probation violation or something like that. This time, Daniel is being charged with 7 counts. 7 counts of terroristic threats.
Oh, dude. Oh, my God. Well, I guess he's probably not going to go to prison for 60 years, but regardless, he's going to have a roof over his head for a while. It's actually crazy.
Now, if you followed along with Daniel's story at all, you know that this is not like some crazy, shocking thing. I mean, this video I'm showing on screen right now, he's making those same threats like right here. He's known to do this quite a lot. And today, we're going to find out what those 7 exact instances are. We're going to hear Daniel's first phone call from jail. We're going to learn a whole lot about this.
Okay, so this is going to be packed with lore. Because I might as well be on the Daniel Larson train, man. Because there's so much shit happening. And it's not just the crazy shit that he does, but all the crazy shit that the A-logs do that makes it interesting.
Meerkat looking like a double bacon cheeseburger.
Yummy.
Let's see how this goes today with Fallout 4 and Kent donates the most to this rat-brained pig roach. Meerkat. He's the goat.
The rat-brained pig roach. I love that. That's good. Well, they got the rad roach. The rad roach is in Fallout, but the rad roach, the rat-brained pig roach. Hold on, we got a derailment segment here because Phil is spurging out in his chat. Oh my god, he's so pissed off. So this guy said, Don Fanucci, I wish he would start streaming earlier. It sucks waiting for him to come on, and the times he plays the game during the day on the East Coast is pretty much over. So the day is pretty much over by the time he plays the game on the East Coast. And then DSP says, the day is over at 4 p.m.? And then Baby Man Gaming 123 replies, you came to the wrong stream to be looking for change, Don Fanucci. And then DSP is like, could you guys shut up? Acting like dumb kids isn't funny. Don can make a suggestion if he wants. I just didn't understand his statement that the day is over because he's on the East Coast when the first stream of gameplay begins around 4 p.m. that time. The first stream of gameplay. Well, I mean, I guess people that work a 9 to 5 after... I don't even know. I'm not even gonna like start discussing this. Fuck it. It's just DSP being salty at his chat. He's being salty at Baby Man Gaming. We don't need people being sarcastic pricks to each other. Well, it's... I mean, like... Okay. You should have just let the comment go, man. It's just a random dude's comment. Like, who fucking cares? Anyways. But he's showing that he's here. You see?
Basically, what I'm here to tell you today is that we probably have seen the end of Daniel Larson on the internet. Now, that is a great thing. It's a great thing anytime these predators get ousted off the internet, but it's even a better thing to remember that the streets of Colorado are just that much safer now that Daniel's not on them. And I know you're probably thinking there's gotta be some way that his plot armor is strong enough to withstand a devastating...
The plot armor?
I don't think this time's gonna be, it's not gonna be like the last few times, I'll tell you that much. Daniel is being federally charged this time. He even brings it up as you're about to hear.
Oh yeah, he's cooked. He's cooked.
This time. This was no just regular arrest. He went into his probation office, they scooped him up and took him to jail.
Bro, these videos are so good, man. Every frame is like some kind of a nightmare. A dystopian, like methamphetamine-induced nightmare.
Here's the...
Because I think the context... Oh my god, and he's spitting and frothing at the mouth and shit. It's actually wild. Yeah, I think the context... I actually don't know the context of these clips. I've just seen a bunch of stuff on Twitter about it, where he's posting that he has to hitchhike from one state to another, and he's making these random videos as it goes along. But it's crazy. Like, having to keep up with this guy is insane. Because his channels constantly get deleted. His TikToks get deleted. People make other ones to impersonate him. So it's actually wild.
About this. The feds have a 95 to 99% conviction rate. And Daniel here, if convicted, could face like 10 to 60 years behind bars for this. Yeah, man, we're gonna have to cover all this today. So let's go back to where I first saw Daniel earlier this week. His community tab was pretty quiet for like a day or so, and then he just started going off the rails. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you right now that I believe that this was a troll who had access to Daniel's account at the time, but he was posting some really creepy stuff about the FBI showing him CP, like, and these are the things that I think initially people thought were the reason that he got arrested. Turns out it was more for the threats, but I imagine a lot of this stuff just tied in with it too. There was a bunch of weird stuff, but then there was a bunch of wacky stuff too. Like this picture that someone clearly edited together of Daniel with him like as the Pope or as some kind of cardinal. And they're promoting that Daniel was going to be holding mass at Red Rocks Church.
Of course he is.
Which now with him behind bars will not be taking place. And it's a shame because Father Larson looked really happy to be there.
Father Larson, the Larsonist.
His community tab is still the same old crazy nonsense. And then out of nowhere, again, we hear that Daniel Larson got arrested. And shortly afterwards, an arrest video was dropped, but not like a body cam footage. It was a Snapchat video that somebody had taken while they were in the same restaurant as Daniel while he was getting arrested.
Yeah, it's actually insane. He got into so many confrontations with people at like public places like this. But that's because he's fucking wild. This dude is severely mentally unhinged. And he's having people trying to gaslight him into doing stuff. And the worst part of this is that this Grace Vanderwall girl is being hurt for no reason by having this guy be obsessed with her. Because she objectively did absolutely nothing. But the trolls are pretending to be Grace so they can manipulate Daniel into doing crazy stuff. And now they're going to have a nice long walk to a nice unmarked vehicle with somebody who is definitely not a federal agent.
See two cops pull up at the restaurant, and they walk over to the corner where Daniel is sitting, presumably just enjoying his meal while watching the Denver Nuggets game. And eventually you see them walk out with Daniel, presumably to then take him to jail, but if Daniel's own words are believed from the phone call we're going to listen to later, he was taken to his probation office where he was then arrested by the feds. So now let's get into that, because that's the most important thing about all this. That's why it says in the thumbnail that this time it's like, it's pretty serious now. Daniel Larson isn't facing no more slap on the wrist type punishments here. He really could be going away for a long time. There's no way federal agents would be getting involved in this if it wasn't a serious situation.
Oh yeah.
So now that I
just like when the feds got involved with Onision, and that thing is still going on. But he is, oh man, I should do an Onision stream sometime because like I fucking hate this guy so much. It's almost insane.
Have y'all here, I want to tell you exactly why.
Like, he pisses me off to such an extent. Like, DSP's never pissed me off in the way Onision does.
Because there are 7 counts of these threats that he made, all about different places, and the first one is namely a particular county courthouse in Colorado. So, we've heard Daniel make threats like this a lot, directed towards, like, people and buildings, and the courthouse in Colorado does vaguely sound like somewhere he may have threatened before. He always records this and puts it on video, and that's why in every count here in the documents, it says that it was through the use of an instrument of interstate commerce, which is basically just a phone or a laptop or something like that you can then post to social media. You may also be wondering why I'm not showing these documents on screen, and that's just to save my own ass in the future. I don't know if I'm allowed to. I don't really know the whole ramifications for that, but I do know this. I have them up over on my Twitter at SmokeyMCC. If you want to read through them, you can go through it there, but I'm just going to sum them all up here. So the second one, though, the first count was for threatening a courthouse in Colorado. The second one is for threatening a non-profit organization in Colorado. Now, I should mention that the word explosives is also mentioned in each one of these counts because that's what the threats usually entail. Yeah. The third one is one of the most interesting because they bring up that he's again making threats to government buildings, namely the White House,
There
which
are
is
weirdos like Bossman and Dave that are degenerates that gamble and take money from dented individuals. And then there are people like Daniel Larson. He is in a league of his own. Phil was foaming at the mouth playing SF6 last night like Daniel.
Yep. I should go watch those clips soon because, yeah, DSP is going to come live soon. But yeah, man, Bossman Jack also. Something interesting with him. I think he got like 30 grand. Well, I did see all of this on Kiwi Farms because it was featured. Farms.st? Is that how it is now? Yeah, it is. All right, hold on. So he got 30 grand and lost it all. Yep. In 2 minutes. Oh, wow. And there's an actual clip. Okay, we're going to look at the clip. The boss man.
I just made $30,000. I just made $30,000.
But this is like, Boss Man Jack is kind of funny, but at some points it gets really sad. Because you can see this guy is really fucking addicted to this shit. And it's ruining his life and nobody cares.
I just made 30K. Oh my fucking God. Dude, I'm gonna go for 35, dude. No. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna go for 35.
He's gonna go for 35, dude. Just look at that.
Oh, no.
Look at the win. He's about to win.
Oh, 25 lows. I swear to God, that's way too much money to lose. Come on, come on, come on. Oh no. All right, guys. Last one if I lose, guys. Oh my God! Don't do that. Don't you fucking do that. That's not what you're supposed to do. 27.60. There we go. All right, here we go, guys. Wish me luck, man. I'm going for a heads, or I'm going to go for a tails heads.
Okay.
Oh.
And
I didn't even do the math right on that.
I mean, god damn it.
Oh my God. Right here, guys. Right here. Yes. One more and we're fucking. Come on. Oh
And
my God.
the messages below are funny as hell too. Everything's gonna be gone by tomorrow. I swear to God, I'm done streaming. I fucking lost 30K. $30,000, dude. That's actual like life-changing amount of money for most people, or at least severely life-improving amount. And then he continues to say, "I'm done. This is it. This is it, guys. I'm done. Fuck my life. Fuck bc.game. That's bullshit. Feed me 30K, and then it takes it right back. What a bunch of dickheads. I'm fucking deleting everything. Twitch, YouTube, Discord, it's all gone. I'm deleting everything. Take care. Fuck you." Wow, that's a great, yeah. It's a great thing.
Oh.
Where does he lose it?
Oh my God, dude. Come on.
Oh, look at this riff. At least he listens to dope music on his streams. He might be losing all the money he's ever made and more, but yeah.
Dog, I'm such a fucking loser, bro. I am such a fucking loser, guys.
And now we got like a humiliation segment. Oh man, I'm such a fucking loser. I wish, man, DSP would make some of the most entertaining content of all time if this was him. Because then you wouldn't even feel bad about him losing everything. You would just laugh. Because with this dude, I don't know enough about him to not feel sympathy. Maybe he's a piece of shit. I don't think he is all that much. Outside of like treating his parents like shit. Hold on, is this yeah, if you can notice, I'm gonna try and enhanced vision. If you can notice the door to the outside of his room and how it's literally unhinged. It just kind of, it's leaned against the door frame. It oh man, the actual door is unhinged and it just leaned on there. Because I've seen him like punch the holes in the wall and in the door and shit like that. But yeah. It's the best. It's the best. I love the internet nowadays. So let's see some more on the Larson stuff and then jump right into the Phil stuff. So the managers are reporting visits from federal investigations. Then we got two Dark Side Phil highlighted topics on Kiwi Farms, dude. We're making it big style. So the first one is that the game released, and then is that the game was DMCA'd. So not very cool storyline. I don't like it that much. So here we got, yeah, the feds are showing up. We got the Kiwi farmers are celebrating for the A-logs being taken down. And it's crazy, yeah. And I guess those people in the management, quote unquote, are super paranoid right now because, well, the feds are on their ass and they thought it was all good trying to fuck with this idiot, but I guess it wasn't. So let's see this. I think it was a Hate Army channel that had the best DSP clip, the Clipperoonie, the Clipazoid. And then it's this one. DSP has lost his patience with freaks, losers, and degenerates in Street Fighter 6. And it's like, he's getting irrationally mad about this to the point where it screams insecurity. Because, you know, a big part of Darkside Phil's identity is being good at Street Fighter. Actually, most of his identity is being good at Street Fighter. And the rest of it is making YouTube videos. So now he's not good at Street Fighter by having people just stomp the shit out of him. And yeah, he's not a big fan.
To hate. Good vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout
for
out to
hate.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
It missed.
And also, like,
Yup. Modern player bitch. Fuck this game. Modern player bitch.
modern player bitch. By the way, you guys remember how it was his New Year's resolution to not be toxic at Street Fighter anymore? And then 2 days later, he was toxic at Street Fighter. And then it changed into... You know what it changed into? I'm gonna try not to be toxic in Street Fighter. And now it just didn't happen. So, yeah.
Man for a $5 tip. Yeah, I just can't get any wins with Zangief, dude. It's impossible. It's fucking impossible to get any wins with this character. Modern player bitch. Mash.
And now he...
How many level 3s did he get?
Like, he talks about Street Fighter in this way of, like, implying that he has real good knowledge of, like, how am I supposed to say it? Theoretical knowledge of the game. But then you see it in practice, and the practice is all just making excuses.
Because he just smashed the fucking level 3 button with modern V. Go fuck your mother. What a fucking piece of shit.
Go fuck your mother. Oh my god, imagine being this salty.
Modern player
You're pulling out the Eastern European insults.
bitch, mashing the button. How many level 3s did he get? Because he just smashed the fucking level 3 button with modern V. Go fuck your mother. What a fucking piece of shit scrub. What a terrible fucking player.
Wow.
Well, I gotta take a fucking break because this is just a waste of time. Like, really, I'm learning nothing. I'm losing to the...
I'm learning nothing.
Button mashing bullshit. And I have a character that fucking can't do jack diddly shit. I lose in a mirror match because the fucking modern player can go like this in the middle of my hit strings and get free level 3s and grabs. What a fucking bitch.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's just... It's not a good look for somebody his age, looking the way that he does, dressed up the way that he does, wearing a toilet seat around his neck, to be calling anybody anything. Like, it's just not how it works.
Thank you, That's Whack, for that super chat.
It's like a homeless person calling another homeless person a broadcast. It's just not how it works, man.
I'm supposed to. I really don't, because what's happened is everyone just learned their online bullshit strings and shit. I can't get around them with Zangief. I can't. I'm playing as hard as I possibly can in any fighting game ever, and I can't get any wins because everyone is better. Literally everyone is better. What exactly do they expect me to fucking do? I don't get it. I really don't know what they want me to do. What can I do better with Zangief? I'm playing insanely conservatively. I'm trying to be tricky. I'm trying to mix up. I'm trying to do big combos.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what Nikola Jokic said. You know, the MVP. What he said is that a good team will find a way to win, even if they're playing bad. And a bad team will lose, regardless of anything. And he seems like a bad team, to be honest. Like, if you gotta make so many excuses, just like own up to it, man. It's not worth it.
The time the game drops the input, or someone literally.
It's not worth it. Yes. Because, like, imagine how many things have to go right for him to actually have a good game. That's crazy. So you gotta have the lag be good. You gotta have, well, not the lag, but, you know, the net code is terrible by default. It's always terrible, right? But if it's always terrible, why are there so many pro players that don't seem to mind it or don't seem to have a big problem with it? It's almost like if you're good enough at the game, you can be good enough at the game without, like, having to with the game being flawed.
Interrupts my hit string. Like, what are you talking about? God, this game is fucking terrible online. Unplayable. Unfucking playable. Just button mashing freaks, losers.
Button mashing freaks. Degenerates, because they're button mashing.
Playing this game. Playing it like that. Unreal. I know what I'll do.
Well, okay, I feel like I'm being gaslit because the whole time I'm listening to him talk about Street Fighter, he's making it seem like you can be a veteran fighting game player. You can be a very experienced, very skilled player, but people can beat you because they're terrible. Like, they can be so bad at the game that they destroy you, even though you're amazing at the game. I don't understand. Is that something like when in basketball, when you play against somebody who doesn't play basketball, they defend you better because they don't know what to expect? Is it like that?
He's attacking. I'll just keep mashing the level 3 button in modern and hope that there's a microsecond that the...
And also, isn't it so fucking funny that somebody that will never hear about what a dark side film means, somebody that doesn't know anything about this guy and his internet following and anything about him, they just caused him to lose his mind on camera, and they will never know. They'll never have any idea what they just did by beating him and by making him have this pathetic rant.
Piece of shit, because rollback netcode is a piece of shit. So it'll just, you would interrupt and I'll get a level 3. And it just gives it to him. He just, and it just gives it to him. It's unbelievable. Unfucking believable, man. Unreal.
And DSP is rambling about music in his chat because somebody called out his music for being super old and being the same like 5 songs over and over again. And he basically said, make me some music and I'm going to use it. I might, brother. I might do that, brother. But it's going to be like terrible. I'm going to make an anti-song. I guess my idea going into that, my creative idea, is how bad of a song can I make that DSP is actually going to use?
Unreal.
Like, how bad does it have to be? And I want to make it offbeat. I want to make, like, the mix sound like shit. The DSP sound clips to be, like, cut off in a bad way or, like equalized really bad. I want the song to have clipping instruments. I want it to be, like, as bad as possible.
Fucking guys, they don't even know combos. They don't know combos or anything. They're just fucking mashing buttons. Fucking modern Zangief literally just mashing instant throws and instant hits. Doesn't even know a combo at all. They really better fucking do something to make Zangief better. Because at this point, like, he might as well not even be in the game. Him and Lily, like, there's no reason for them to be in the game. Honda can squeak out wins. He's not great.
Oh my god. And this again going to ranking the characters and which character is better than the other one. Like, dude, if you're good enough at the game, you can pick the shittiest character and destroy everybody. If you're good enough, you're just not good enough. That's fine. And that's perfectly okay. That's perfectly okay. Stop being so insecure because Street Fighter is such a massive part of your identity. Give up on it. Fuck it. You're 40 years old. You shouldn't be caring about Street Fighter all that much. He's obsessed with being good at Street Fighter.
These two, I feel.
And I mean, he's not. I'm not saying he's trash. He's just like average, I guess.
That definitely Zangief and Lily are the bottom 2. Probably just above them is like Jamie, maybe. But geez, dude. I mean, he's so bad. He is so fucking bad. Yeah, they gotta give him something. They literally, he has, what tools does he have? Really? Everyone else can rush him down constantly, get in his face. He doesn't have anything that will work. He doesn't have anything. The only things you can use are tools that leave him unsafe. You're taking a giant risk for the—
Bro, shut up.
All the top tiers.
Because it's like, in this whole rant, I know the trolls are gonna get better value of this rant than his fans will. And the only reason the rant exists is because he's very insecure about his skills. It's not even like somebody asked, hey, Phil, can you tell us about how the fucking Zangief character works? No.
So even if it doesn't hit, they immediately recover, and they can continue with attacking. Him is like, here comes my one big, hopefully I trick them Hail Mary, and if it doesn't work, I just might as well fucking quit. Put out the game.
Hold on, what is, like, dude, how long is this guy gonna be in his chat texting people until he actually starts the stream? The stream has been live for 20 minutes playing music. And sure, I know it's not the time when he's scheduled the stream is actually gonna begin, you know, the actual podcast. But if you're sitting there anyways, like, why not just get it going? Let's go. What are we waiting for? So what is he even talking about it? There's plenty of non-copyright stuff. Also another big issue. For example, when I was with Machinima, oh, go fuck yourself, idiot. Pretty much nothing I did under KO Gaming I own the rights to anymore. Isn't that nice? And then he says, just ignore these idiots. What? Who's being an idiot? Bro, we can have a civil convo. Let's talk about this on today's show. It's a valid topic. Oh, we're going to be talking about music. Very nice. Very nice. Can't wait.
Moronically unbalanced. All right. Fuck this.
All right, and today's show starts now, brother.
I fucking had it.
Thank God it did. He saved me from having to listen to this man-child's complaining. God bless him. We still have the epic guitar intro? Of course we do. And the dunes. Look at these dunes. It tells me so much about the content I'm about to enjoy, which is that it's dry and boring. Like being in the desert. Okay, are we going to get a cold open?
Good morning, everyone. On today's podcast, it's a lot more chill than usual.
Why?
A few topics to discuss, including some updates on the Helldivers 2 fiasco currently happening on Steam. But also, I think we'll casually discuss a few other topics. For example, we had a little bit of a chat this morning in the stream chat about
it's such a bad shirt.
And rights and why I use the music that I use.
Such a grandpa shirt.
I think it's a good time to maybe just...
Dude, you know what? I can make him a custom song with me, like, singing and everything.
Open up discussion.
But it's gonna be trash. And I want to see how bad I can make it so it can pass. Like, how low his fucking standards actually are. How bad can it get?
A little bit about that kind of stuff and tell you the experiences that I've had over the years. In addition, all of our usual fun.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Let's get to the actual podcast. And I can, like... I get a physical reaction out of hearing this jingle. It's so obnoxious. I hate it. It's so bad. Drip check real quick. It sucks. It looks bad. It's a bad shirt that is... It's a short sleeve shirt, but it looks like he's about to put in a shift in Walmart or something, man. Everything he wears looks bad on him.
Today is
how?
Of May 2024. What do you think about this background? You know, I used
sucks.
this color the other day and I thought it looked fine. Now today I'm using it, and
but the layout is worse.
Plain. Sometimes things look better in practice. I don't know what to use today. Well, all right. You know what?
What are we doing?
Go with blue. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look
I hope
very good anyways.
your weekend so far is going well. Today's show is a much more relaxed show. And what I mean by that is there's not a lot going on besides that it's May 4th. May the 4th be with you for those of you out there who are fun Star Wars fans. We will be doing Star Wars content today on the late stream. I'll be jumping back into the Star Wars Battlefront Classic.
Yo, yes! It literally looks like a tablecloth. Thank you, movie sign. Thank you. Big ups for the 5. It literally looks like a tablecloth. Because I was looking at it and I'm like, okay, this looks like something. I've seen this kind of idea before. Where did I see this? There you go. It's a fucking tablecloth. Jesus Christ. And big ups to Arlong for asking. Didn't he get aggressively angry and shit on people who asked him to talk about Helldivers drama in the past 2 days? I don't know. I think he just talked about it because it was a part of the news. I don't think he got angry about it. He got angry about... I'll tell you what. He got angry about Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov, and their $250 DLC. And he didn't talk about it because the game is not relevant, apparently.
The playthrough so far has been great. Idiot Savant Melee build has been much different than what I've done up to now. And you know... I want to personally say thank you to those of you who are watching the playthrough all along and leaving comments that are very productive. For example, someone explained to me something I didn't even know about the melee class. They're like, in Fallout 4, if you run with your left thumbstick, you're using your AP points. As you're running, just do a melee attack, and as you end your run, you'll do a charge attack. That's like a super powered swing, and it does like double damage. Don't run, stop, and then turn on VATS. It actually completely kills the momentum and stops you from being able to get that charging bonus. And I was like, I had no clue. I never knew that at all. Now, I don't know if that's something new for Fallout 4 or previous Fallouts as well, but obviously that's something I absolutely want to start implementing in my gameplay now.
Okay, well.
That's awesome, and people have been all along for this playthrough leaving comments to help me understand it better, and I really, really appreciate that. So thank you to those who have been doing that and helping me, get the gist of how the game is working, okay? Oh, really? Iroquois Pliskin says Fallout 4 was the first to have sprint implemented properly like that. Cool. The other ones, they were just walking slowly, correct? Right. So that is excellent. Anyway, so yeah, I'm excited for Fallout 4. We're going to finish up the Kellogg quest I believe we're on right now. We're tracking down Kellogg. And then we'll continue from there. Maybe head east to Good Neighbor.
Yeah, I don't know. I might still leave the stream on for the gameplay part because I've been playing Fallout 4 too, so I would like to see it. Even though it's just a glorified walking simulator, really. There's not much more than that. Just a glorified walking sim.
Star Wars, that's going to be fun as well.
And especially with like a melee build. It's like, damn, man. It's like the game wasn't even all that fun to watch in the first place. You're going to make it even worse?
Crab playthrough and other stuff. I just want to make a quick comment that has absolutely nothing to do with gaming at all. It's just an aside observation of mine, okay? So today you may notice I'm wearing one of my new button-down shirts.
Oh, is it new?
Once on stream before.
Like 15 years ago?
It was about a month ago that it was getting warmer, and I said, you know, I should really get a lot more of these shirts because I really liked wearing them last year, but I don't want them all to be tropical. So I'm going to go out and go to a few discount stores, secondhand stores, and buy some clothes on the cheap so I have stuff to wear over the summer.
Okay. Fair enough.
So I did. And I don't know what it is with clothing because this is just one of these pet peeve observations of mine that I've had over my lifetime. But why on earth can clothing companies not get sizing to be consistent? All right? And here's what
because there's different sizes all over the world, dude. In the stores where you buy stuff from, if you go to a secondhand shop, chances are you're going to get clothes from all over the world. And they got different sizing stuff because people in China are tinier than people in the US. That's why you don't buy stuff from AliExpress.
Look in either the large or extra large section for shirts. And traditionally over my life, I've either been in large or an extra large. When I'm a little bit more slim, I'm a large. Whenever I kind of get a little bit more chubby, as you know, I used to be way more chubby. Typically an extra large is the right size for me. Okay?
He's doing a stand-up bit. What's the deal with clothes sizing?
This is not a store that's a full-fledged retail store, full price or anything like that. We're talking these stores that kind of resell product that were unsold at those retail stores, or sometimes you go to a store where new or like new clothing is cleaned and dressed up and you can buy it at a huge discount, and that's really where I shop. There's no reason for me to go to, say, a department store or a full-fledged clothing store and end up paying.
Actually, well, the reason is that you are on camera every single day. Get a couple of outfits, like 2 or 3 or 4 outfits where you can change them around and switch them around where it makes you look good. Because this, like, I can tell this is secondhand store clothes. And I wear secondhand store clothes, but if I gotta be on camera, if I gotta perform something, I'm gonna put something a little bit better.
$60, $70 for a shirt like this, when I could go to the discount store and get it for $10.
Also, they're not $60, $70. This shirt does not cost $60, $70.
And it's the same shirt.
Not this, but like a shirt like this.
Brand new, okay?
That's just not how it works.
You know, as I was looking, what you got to do is go to the sized sections. They're not sorted by brand, they're sorted by size. And I would sift through the larges and the extra larges and go through all of them to look for nice shirts. And sometimes what I would really do is I would grab a bunch that I thought were nice, and then I would run them over to Kat and say, which ones of these do you like? And then we would kind of agree on 2 or 3 shirts, and maybe that's what I would get, you know?
Well, you don't have your own opinion of what makes you feel good?
All clothing I feel, and I've noticed this over my life, there's just no regular sizing. Like, large is supposed to mean something. It's supposed to mean a certain measurement.
But that's why you measure yourself in the store, moron. That's why there's a changing room.
Across the chest, is it around
what the fuck? What kind of a fucking complaint is this? This dude is too lazy to go to the store and actually measure something, like try it on. He wants to look at the label and be like, "Oh, that's a large. Well, okay, then it's my size." It's not how it works.
I don't know what the measurement is, but technically it's supposed to have some kind of scientific measurement reasoning.
Scientific.
Why it's called a large or an extra large.
It does. It's just different in different places because it's not a standard type of thing.
But man,
and this is the reason why you try it on, because something can be a large and then be too big for you or too small. You know, that's why you try it on. It's perfectly fine. It doesn't cost anything to try it on. You're just fucking lazy.
It doesn't seem like
fuck off.
Give a crap.
I don't think you give a crap about the way you look, because you're looking like we're about to put in a shift at, I don't know, Dick Suckers Incorporated.
Example. There's some shirts that I bought and they're large. And I put them on and they fit absolutely nicely, snugly perfect. There's some shirts I bought that are larges that are just too small. And I'm like, why is this shirt so small when I have another large that's spacious, right? With extra large. Sometimes I buy an extra large and it fits perfectly. Okay, well, obviously I'm an
Sorted
extra
through
large.
the extra large. Sounds like he was trying to buy Kat some new panties.
Oh, come on. Come on. With Kat, we need to be more generous. What do you mean? Just one X? Kat is multi-X.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? It's like I'm wearing a poncho. It's supposed to be a shirt. Why is it so large when I have other extra large shirts that are much smaller than it?
Okay, then who cares? Just try it on, brother.
So this is a Carhartt shirt, which is a name brand. Okay.
What? Carhartt?
What size shirt do you think I'm wearing today?
This is an extra large.
The sleeves are quite.
It kind of has to be.
Large. All right. As you can see, the shirt is very
Big up Zodsky and he says, bro, look, he looks like young Sheldon with Down syndrome. Come on, man. People with Down syndrome are much more cheerful and exciting than this guy. They're always fucking happy. I love those people. They're so fun.
pretty spacious.
I've never met a Down syndrome person that is miserable. They're always having the best time ever.
Do you think this Carhartt shirt is today? I'm going to see what people say in chat.
It's an extra large, brother.
Extra large, extra large, extra large, small. Now, I think the Lipsian is being sarcastic. Extra large.
I think you're being dented.
Extra large. Looks large, but seems like a medium. Large, extra large, medium, large. Okay.
Dude, come on.
The consensus there.
Please reveal it.
Either be like an extra large or an extra large. Well, first of all, I've never worn extra.
Yes, we're literally still talking about clothes. Literally still. It feels like 10 minutes now.
This shirt is a large.
Oh, it's just okay. So?
Large. And look how big it is on me. I would almost say it's too big for me. Like,
yeah, you should have tried it out at the store.
If I'm gonna buy this brand, I should have bought a medium, I guess, right? And I'm not complaining. I like it. It's comfy. It's a comfy shirt, right? There are shirts that I have that are larges that I cannot button properly. Like I go to button.
He does look like young Sheldon though. Look at this.
Now I like the shirt,
young.
but I obviously should have gotten an extra large.
Bazinga. Yeah, look at this dude. He's wearing the same. He's got the same drip, dude.
A shirt that was supposed to fit me.
This like wait.
Run small.
Is this the same shirt? Is this actually the same shirt that Sheldon is wearing? It looks so similar. It's also like a short sleeve. The pattern is kind of like that. The tablecloth style. Oh my god, dude.
And likewise, there's a couple shirts here that I bought.
That's a bazinga moment if I've ever seen one.
Too big. Like, man, they just feel like they're
bazinger even with a hard R.
Now you want to know what this is even more prominent? Shoes. When you need to buy shoes, especially someone like me, I have very large feet. Okay, they're like
yeah, I can tell. Floppy, it's because of the gout.
You know,
gout makes your feet larger.
Whatchamacallums? Fin. I have like fins on my feet, like duck waddling. You know, things. It's just ridiculous. Like giant clown shoes would fit me. So
yeah, I wonder why.
And my feet have not grown since I was in my teens. You know, they got huge when I was like 16, 17, and they haven't changed in size since then. In my lifetime, I have worn shoes.
I still can't believe he got the same shirt as young Sheldon, bro.
12 and a half, and 13. So you telling me when I put a shoe on my foot, it magically, my foot grows or shrinks several inches? Of course not. The shoes just aren't correct. They're supposed to be a measurement of size, but they're not. They just make it however the hell they want per their style, and then you have to F around trying to find ones that fit. You know?
What? Just try them on, man. It's not that complicated. Unless you're buying them online, which is that complicated.
If you're going to buy clothing and you go to the store, you sit there and you try it on. You'll grab a bunch of shirts, you'll grab a bunch of pants, you'll grab a bunch of shoes, you go to the dressing room. You'll try them on to see if they fit properly before you
yeah, sure. Why not?
But increasingly, what we're seeing more and more is that people are ordering online.
Yeah, but they know what their sizes are, and in websites, there is actually a chart that explains what kind of dimensions each size correlates to, right? So you can go and see it in the website and see all the dimensions and all the sizes and everything. Just because DSP can't, that doesn't mean everybody is a mouth-drooling idiot.
Let's be honest, since COVID, I mean, half the world went antisocial. They just
No, that's just you, brother. It's just you, brother. Everybody else still going outside. Actually, they might even appreciate going outside more than they did before COVID. Because COVID showed you that it's kind of miserable to stay inside all day and not go out.
all day doing everything from their homes, and they just order.
But this is also the guy who only has any kind of a window into the world through Twitter. Yes, Twitter. And Twitter does give you a very warped perception of reality. Seeing that most things that people care about on Twitter, nobody actually genuinely cares about in real life.
If that's the case, you're not going to have an opportunity to test anything, right? You're going to have to order it, see if it fits, and if it doesn't fit, somehow get it to be returned. You know, my wife went through this recently. She's looking for a new pair of shoes and went to the store, and the store actually didn't even have anything that she liked. So she's like, well, I guess I'm going to have to order online, but you know how hit or miss that is. I'm not kidding you. She has ordered 4 of the same shoes. Each one in succession didn't fit right until finally she got the 4th one.
She's Cinderella.
So we order, doesn't fit, return, reorder, doesn't fit, return, reorder, doesn't fit, return.
Well, go to a different store, you morons. Go somewhere else in a physical space. Come on, are you trying to convince me that in the capitalist utopia that is the United States, you can't find a fucking store that has shoes that your wife is gonna like? Come on, stop making her sound so embarrassing. I'm secondhand embarrassed for his wife by the story that he's telling about his own wife.
One kind of fits, but not really. So now she has to get like socks that are thicker, try to get the shoes to fit. It's like, what the hell is wrong with these companies? I know the size of my foot. Why doesn't it just fit? You know? Anyway, this is just a pet peeve thing of me to get off my chest to start today's show. I figured if I'm not going to talk about it here, where am I going to talk about it? It's just a silly thing. Why don't clothing companies have consistency with their products?
They actually do. Go on their website and find the actual dimensions. Yep.
Customer, and I almost feel like if there was consistency, people would know what to order and they would order more often. Because a lot of people probably look online, they're like, wow, that looks really nice, but man, I don't want to spend that amount of money if it ain't going to fit. Now I got to go through the trouble of returning it. You know?
Okay, then just buy it physical.
Just have it all be.
No, this is just a non-issue. This is literally first world problems. I would even not say that. It's level 1 problems. It's not even first world. We're even before the first world existed. It's like prehistoric problems. Nobody fucking has to deal with that shit. It's not a problem for anybody.
Consistent, right?
Big up Scopeside Phil. It says it's hard to order something for a 400-pounder. Well, I wouldn't know. I would just pound her 400 times. That's all I know about.
We ordered one size, didn't fit. Ordered another size, didn't fit. Ordered another size, didn't fit. Finally got a size that should have fit, but didn't still, and we're just gonna keep it. Boy,
oh my god, you guys are idiots.
I think half the time the people who try to like talk shit about me, they're just so dumb. They don't understand an intelligent conversation.
Bro, what is intelligent in this conversation? You spend like 10 minutes bitching about clothing sizes. What is intelligent about this? The only intelligence is all that I've lost during this segment. I lost so many IQ points. I'm almost as stupid as Phil now.
Yeah, we ordered the same product.
And I used to be smarter once, back in the day.
Also, when I wake up in the morning, I smash
in 2009
the wall about 17 times till I start bleeding, just for fun. What are you, a fucking moron? What a dumb comment.
And now we got a fake laugh, a coping laugh.
Anyway,
Big Ups Grazing Poro says she isn't pregnant and she doesn't have ogre feet. Okay, sure. I mean, yeah, I wasn't thinking she did. I was thinking she had normal fat woman feet.
First stream was another crab's treasure.
Because you know, fat women feet are super durable. Like because they have to withstand such incredible immense pressure.
It's challenging and it can get frustrating.
Like the calves on fat women is actually crazy.
Or was it? I have an interesting.
If they weren't fat, they would outrun me any day.
But then I want to tell you about something that was explained to me overnight that I think we may actually be able to improve my experience with the game the next time that we play it on Monday. Okay, so yesterday was a fun stream of Another Crab's Treasure because last stream before.
Oh yeah, it's Crab Souls. I watched quite a bit of that, and it was super boring. Probably some of the most boring gameplay he's put out in months.
Beat him. It took me like 40 minutes, but I beat him. And because I beat him, number one, I got a ton of levels. Like I got like 6, 7 levels that I could do. And in addition to that,
Big ups Grazing Poro for the membership, dude.
Area without being harassed by this guy. So it was like, wow, I have a big, fun adventure ahead of me. And so that's basically what I did. I explored this entire area. I got a bunch of upgrade items. I fought some rare enemies. I actually got some cool, unique shells, like a water pipe and a disco ball that were super duper durable. And I found some neat little things to do in the environment, some side questing. And I found the other 2 areas to go to. Basically, the area you're supposed to go to at the beginning is the far north. It's called the Grove. And that's where there's a whole dungeon, like a legacy dungeon in FromSoft, for example, which well designed.
Dude, I can actually skip this.
And then there's another.
Oh my god. I love this. I love this stream now. I forgot we're not live. Yeah, big up Sculpside Phil. It says, time for a recap of the daily wrap. You're right, brother. Too bad I'm not going to be watching any of it.
And you'll dodge. If you press it and hold it and release late.
And look at this. Now we're getting controller layout walkthroughs.
So essentially, you can never dodge on reaction because you're always delayed having to push and then release the button. I don't like that. FromSoft games do exactly the same thing. And I get it. That's their thing.
Oh, we haven't. Oh, dude. Oh, no. We haven't even got to the Street Fighter segment yet.
But this
oh, no.
This is not.
We're still talking about Crab Souls.
But it doesn't necessarily need to have that same difficulty mechanic, okay? So I've been complaining about this the whole playthrough, saying, man, I would have done better against this boss or this instance if it just would dodge when I push the button. So
hey, what's up, Devilman 666, dude?
Me last night.
We're just hanging out, you know how it is.
Aware of this, but people have actually been tweeting the game developer about this game since it came out, and it's actually, they agree with you on this. Like, they feel like it shouldn't have had that mechanic. The game would have been more fun without it.
And by the way, the devs agree with me.
Stating you could change it. Huh? Yeah, the game developer responded and said the only reason that they made it that it's a push and release dodge mechanic is because the B button is also run. So in order to run, you have to hold the button down. And they didn't want people who were trying to dodge to accidentally run, or people who were trying to run accidentally dodge. So they made it a hold mechanic and release to dodge.
Whoa, you can rebind it?
You can remap your controller.
Yo!
Control scheme and options to make run just click in the left thumbstick.
So the thing that he spent 5 minutes bitching about could be actually fixed by... Checks notes. Let me check my scribbled chicken scratch on a piece of paper. Oh, looking at the options. Okay, yeah, that sounds like it to me.
And if you do that, then the dodge button becomes an instant dodge. In which case,
this dude is so stupid, brother. He's so stupid.
So why didn't they just do that by default?
But why are you so salty about something that you can just go into options and change?
Right? Like, why not? If this is obviously they knew that control scheme was going to be better to put it in the game. So why didn't you just put it in the game?
Why is it such a big problem?
They wanted to copy Dark Souls.
Oh my god.
They wanted the game to feel like it was Dark Souls, so they literally copied their control scheme.
Well, because it's a Souls-like. What do you want them to feel like?
So I'll tell you right now.
Super Mario?
On Monday, I'm remapping my controller to play like a game that I can actually respond to things on reaction, which is the whole intention of an action-based game.
I've never thought he would have a segment announcing that he's gonna change the settings in a video game.
It doesn't become about reaction, it becomes about memorization. And honestly, that's what a lot of FromSoft games are. It's not, oh, I'm just fighting a boss for the first time and I'm reacting to what they're doing, and because I have good hand-eye coordination, I beat it. It's, I have to fight this boss 18 times to memorize all of its attack patterns because I have to dodge early in order to actually get around them and not die instantly. And that's stupid. You know? So
that's stupid.
I'm doing that on Monday. We'll see if it dramatically improves the quality of the gameplay or not. I think it will, honestly. To actually be able to dodge anything on reaction sounds damned good to me. So let's see what happens on Monday when I change that.
Oh, I can skip this.
Okay?
Thank God.
I did not do so well.
Oh, okay. Now we're going to talk about Street Fighter.
Fights with Zangief, all ranked gameplay in Street Fighter 6. I'm going to be honest with all of you. It was incredibly frustrating. It was rage-inducing. I did not do so well. But yet, I'm still gained ranking points. And this is actually what I feel is a huge shortcoming of the Street Fighter 6 rank system. To give you perspective, okay, I'm going to open up my stats now.
Oh no, I get PTSD from this, from the whole summer last year. Actual PTSD. This is the worst. This is the worst segment.
77 matches. 77, okay? Out of those, I won 29 and I lost 38. I only won 43% of the time. Why? Because literally
you're an idiot.
Single Cammy plays a base pattern and destroys Zangief, and he can't do anything about it besides guess a perfect parry. That's literally it. It's the only thing I can do against Cammy.
Sure, man.
Perfect parry. Everything else, he gets stuffed, he gets throw looped, and you can't do anything about it. He just can't fight her. Okay? In addition, other characters like Luke or Ken, again, they're incredibly hard to fight against. So anytime I faced a top tier like that, I basically lost by default. Now, the funny part about that was the other characters I fought, like Blanca, Lily, Minot, you know, Jamie, anyone that's mid to low tier, even a Chun-Li that was good, I beat. I'm beating the characters that aren't insanely overpowered against Zangief. But the moment I face a top tier, it's over. Like, Zangief cannot hang against top tiers in this game. It doesn't matter how well you're playing. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's too much against you. If you drop a single move, you lose. I mean, I'll give you an example. I'm doing a combo, and Zangief's combos are tricky to do. The timing is way more strict than one of these top tiers that just mash out buttons like a fucking idiot. He has to actually time everything perfectly. When you're online, you could literally be doing the combo perfectly, but because of the shitty rollback netcode, the game favors someone who mashes buttons over someone who times inputs, and the game will just say you didn't do it right, and then favor the opponent. So what people are actually doing now online, which I can't believe because I've never seen this before in a fighting game, but it's prominent in Street Fighter 6, when you're doing a combo against the opponent will begin to mash moves.
How do you know that's what's happening?
So, for example, if you're fighting Ken...
Are you watching the replays?
They'll just start doing... I want to do OD Dragon Punch, and they'll just keep doing the input over and over.
This, like, a lot of this podcast sucks, primarily because it's a bunch of stories being told by the most unreliable narrator you've ever seen. And this is what makes everything so unbelievable. Because chances are, let's say around like 70 to 80% of everything that he's ever told us on this podcast, in reality, turned out differently.
Over like crazy. If you're facing a Zen...
And these moments with retellings of gameplay moments is just the worst part of those stories. Because there's nothing entertaining in them. It's not like he went to the store and somebody stole his shopping cart or something. It's just like actually retelling gameplay. It sucks.
Keep doing the level 3 super throw input repeatedly. Why do they do it? Because they're hoping the netcode will make...
Hey, big ups Bort license plates for the 10. Tatsumaki Senpu Kyaku. I guess. Whatever that means.
Because you're mid-combo input.
Big ups.
So I'm doing hit. Oh, level...
And big ups Cobeside Field for the 2. He can't ever just say he lost because he sucked. Because he didn't suck. He just didn't do very well. But it wasn't his fault.
What the fuck? And that's how it is now. Playing...
Aren't you listening to the story?
It's not fun to deal with that shit. The game shouldn't reward button mashers because the netcode is so poor. This rollback netcode looks good when you watch a match and plays like shit. I'm sorry, rollback netcode is fucking horrible.
Then why are so many games using it?
Make something new, but everyone continuously kisses its ass because they're all fucking uneducated. They're
uneducated
about it, thinking it's so good. It's fucking not. It's trash. So, basically,
and it's like, I can't even take his complaints seriously because obviously he has a personal reason to think that. Because he knows the guys that created the rollback netcode and they're all super successful now and he's just not.
Having a rough time with...
And they had they didn't have a grudge. He had a grudge with them. I don't think they really cared about him all that much.
Zangief. Now you might say, man, dude, you lost...
He was just kind of a hemorrhoid in the Street Fighter community.
Now, there's a combination of factors here. Factor number one is, when I fought these people, okay, online, basically I beat a lot of 4 to 5 star people who were characters that I could beat. They were not Cammy, they were not Luke, they were just, 5-star Blanca, right? 4-star Minot, and I could beat them. So I was earning more points all right, winning than I was losing points when I lost, because I was.
Hey, he said winning like Charlie Sheen. Winning,
right? I just, you know.
DSP just stays winning, man. Oh, by the way, Kino Casino had a segment on DSP, but they took his side, so you probably don't want to watch that.
And that's
They're big fans of DSP. They think DSP is based in like an alpha.
Absolutely should not have more losses than wins, but still be going up in rank in this game in any circumstance whatsoever. Like, I would agree I should have been down ranked last night, but instead I went from high 3-star to about a 3rd into 4-star ranking with Zangief. Why? That doesn't even make sense, right? Unless there's a win streak bonus, but to my knowledge, there's not. That's only in lower rankings. So it doesn't make any sense that happened. And that's why we have so many people at master level who literally suck ass at the game. They're terrible fighting game players, but they literally just go ahead and do pattern.
Sure, man. Why don't you do that?
They get to master anyway, even though they're not consistently winning at all. That's terrible, you know?
But just do that yourself.
But again, here's the thing about the FGC. I'm sorry to say, they will massively overlook the shortcomings of a fighting game that's relatively new because they want their community to be hyped. All right? They will look at a game like Street Fighter V and literally for 2-3 years claim it's good when everyone actually knows the game is fucking piss water. And then after multiple rebalances, multiple season passes, multiple, you know, iterations of you having to spend more money to buy the better version of the game, after like 5 seasons of the fucking game, at the end of its life cycle, the FGC will be like, oh yeah, Street Fighter V really was never good. It's good that Street Fighter 6 is coming out. It's like, wait, what? So you literally lied for 5 years so people would be hype about this shit.
Oh my god, whatever, man. I really actually, at this point, I wish they actually lied so he can be even angrier.
Abundantly clear. The netcode, the game.
I just want him to be pissed off. I don't care.
Argue offline, this game is probably utterly superb, but this game online is piss. You cannot.
The game is piss.
Online in any capacity. This netcode allows for people to mash and win. It allows for people to mash out moves in between your combo and benefit. They can do super safe gameplay and you can't avoid it. You cannot react to shit online. You cannot from mid-screen jump a fireball online. What kind of a fighting game can you not jump over a fucking fireball? That's Street Fighter 6 online. I mean, it looks pretty. Doesn't look like it's laggy. So it's good, right? No, it's bad. It's terrible. Why do I have a worse match when it says I'm at 15
He is so mad about this. It's so funny.
Doesn't make any sense. That's the game.
But wait, hey, hold on.
Again, you will never hear this from people in the FGC. I'm not in the FGC. I have to say this publicly. I'm not in the FGC.
But I thought you were, dude. I thought he retired. And then when Street Fighter 6 came out, he unretired. And he is now in the FGC. Is he now not in the FGC again? Like, make your mind, man. Are you going to be in or out?
I have no benefit from this game doing well and getting its butt kissed, or
yeah, you actually do.
Completely failing.
If the game is doing well, then he's gonna play it over and over and over again, and if it doesn't, then he's just not gonna play it. Like, what are you actually talking about? For real.
Hey, it doesn't matter to me. I play it, I enjoy it. If it doesn't work, I have a million other things to play. So I can be honest with you. The game is good. It's much better than Street Fighter V. I actually really enjoy playing it, but every time I play online, I feel like I want to smash myself in my ball sack with a 2x4 because that's the equivalent experience. It's a shit game online, and now when you have lower tier characters who you're trying to hang with, it's like torture. Like, oh my god, I'm torturing myself trying to use this tough character because the game is so bad online.
Oh my god, just play something else, man. Stop crying. Please stop crying. You're disturbing the rest of the class.
There is a rebalance coming on May 22nd. We don't know what's coming yet with that rebalance.
Cry privately somewhere.
Netcode, perhaps that will actually do things with characters to make them more viable. But the way I see it, this is going to be a very, very long, painful climb to master with Zangief. In fact, I even said this last night on the stream. I don't even know if I'm going to get my Zangief to master before the rebalance patch, because I'm only playing Street Fighter 6 twice a week. I've already played it once. I'm playing it again probably like Tuesday night. After that, I really don't know when I'm playing, twice a week. So if it's 4 hours a week, I only have like 2 more weeks. Can I realistically, in like 10 hours of gameplay, get Zangief to master when I'm having nights like last night, where it's just like 2 steps forward, 10 steps back, then 2 more steps forward? I don't know. I certainly would like to, but I just have no idea if I will. I'm going to try, though, all right? But I'm just going to forewarn everyone. This is going to be a very stressful, rage-filled battle.
It's gonna be a very stressful battle. It's like he actually has to go out in the trenches. Like, actually.
Basically, I'm torturing myself to do it, but I want to do it. Like, I'm committing to do it, okay? So, there you go. Today, as you already know, it's Fallout 4, and then it's going to be Star Wars Battlefront Collection tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Tomorrow, it's React Day. So tomorrow, it's going to be DSP versus the Internet, my weekly Clips React show on my DSP Reacts channel. And then on the late stream, it's going to be the next to last stream of Retro React, the Walking Dead Telltale game Season 1. We're going to be going through pretty much almost the entirety of Episode 4. We went through about a half an hour of it last time, but it's actually the longest episode in the game. I think it was something like 15 to 16 parts to record, and each part's 10 minutes long. If you do the math, it's roughly like 3 hours. So probably tomorrow night we'll get through most of it, and then probably the final stream will be the end of Episode 4 and Episode 5. Episode 5 short. It's only like 90 minutes. So that's great, but now what we have to do is figure out what's the next Retro React we want to do, right? We have 2 weeks to figure it out. So what do you guys think? Let's start brainstorming. What should be the next Retro React? Maybe if we get a few games hammered in as candidates, then maybe what we can do is a poll on the Throwback channel of what should be the next one, have people vote and determine, you know?
Can I skip, please?
Editors, as soon as Final Fantasy 13...
To my editors. Oh my god, the LARP is crazy. I love the whole LARP. Having slaves really helps him LARP as a businessman.
Can do on Tuesday.
Like, it's everything about it is fake, man. Everything about his life is just manufactured. It's so good.
And that's the week. Now, FYI.
Oh my god.
There's a new game coming out on Game Pass called Little Kitty Big City. And this game seems to be a cute game, but also in the vein of, say, Untitled Goose Game, where you're a cat.
Yeah, he's so phony.
And surviving in a city, but also you're kind of harassing,
such a
doing funny antics.
Such a fugazi, as his fellow Italians would say.
So likely we'll see that at some point next week on a night stream. Okay, just so you guys know. All right, that's what we got going on right now, and I think what we should do. What I want to do, number one, we only have like one follow-up news story that I want to talk about. I think there's 2 news stories today. We'll get through them quick. And then I want to talk a little bit about music and the music that I use on my streams and why I use it and music use over the years on YouTube and how it's changed.
Oh, dude, this is such a good tweet. So I was looking for that tweet when he replied to somebody by telling him like, ooh, stop taking this shit so seriously. It's just fighting games. Get a life. But I found this one instead. And this tweet goes... Someone just asked me why I stick up for Wings of Redemption and I'm nice to him, while he talks shit about me and watches detractor content on his streams. I don't know. I guess I'm just a nice guy, which probably explains a lot in regards to where I am in life. On level 1, LOL. Oh, man.
What a story, Mark.
What a story, Phil. I love this so much. It's such a fucking DSP statement.
On the pre-stream in the chat.
Such a DSP thing.
Probably talk about since
oh, we're gonna talk about music now.
Okay.
Big Ups Kyle Denson says, how about Big Cat Little City?
Time for a very abridged version.
How about Big
we have 2 quick stories to cover today.
Big Cat's Little Kitty, huh?
I would talk about, but here
it's a vagina joke.
Nintendo World Championships NES edition for the Switch has been rated by the ESRB, but based on the title's description, it appears it is an entirely new game rather than a re-release of the 1990 NES cartridge. Does anyone know what the Nintendo World Championships are?
No.
You probably don't if you haven't been around the block. I remember that.
He's been around the block.
Okay. In 1990,
with the Glock,
Nintendo held a large-scale tournament across the world in various different major metropolitan locations. And what it was they had a special game cartridge made. All right. If I remember correctly, I think the real cartridges were the regular gray format, but they had ones that were gold as well that were shown off and showcased at the tournaments. And what this game cartridge was a special challenge run of 3 different games. Outrun was the first one, I believe.
Big ups Andrew, who says Filbert stormed the beach at Normandy. Yeah, he was there, man. He was there. He was the first one to go. And then he killed everybody, and then they won the war, and we went back home. You know how it went.
It then auto changes the game over to the next game. So imagine you're playing Tetris, you hit a score.
Yeah, what's up, Guitar Punk Master?
So now you're driving the car.
We're going to be talking about music today, so stick around. He's going to be begging people to make him songs.
And once you get to that, you get to the final challenge, which is Super Mario Brothers 1, and you have to get a certain amount of coins. And then you've won. And basically what it does is it's timing you. Whoever can get through all those the fastest is, you know, the champion. And so they did this worldwide tournament where all these kids were playing and teenagers were playing, trying to get the best score. But the real reason that the game became kind of part of gaming lore is that, excuse me, the cartridges that had these special versions of the games on them became rare collector's items. Because, I mean, let's be honest, after the tournament, who cares about that cartridge ever again? But it's so rare. They didn't make a lot of them. So I think what it is like the standard cartridge that's gray, that's really original issue, is worth a certain amount. But the gold cartridges are like super duper rare and worth like thousands and thousands of dollars if you can get them in pristine condition. So they became kind of a crazy collector's item. And actually, at the time that I was traveling playing Street Fighter, Jason Wilson, an OG in the Street Fighter community, who's a tournament organizer and a top player, was running Midwest Championships and had one of these cartridges. And he actually had us play it as part of a Mystery Games tournament for the finale. And I can't remember if that was the year I won. I won it one year, and I can't remember if that was the year I won or if it was a different year and I came in like second or third that year. I can't remember. But it was fun. It's fun to do random stuff like that. You know, I really enjoyed it. Anyway, the reason I'm telling you this, apparently there's a new version of Nintendo World Championships that's been made exclusively for the Switch, but it's not the same.
We're finally back on the topic. It took like 3 minutes.
And see who has the best score in other random...
It's genuinely fascinating.
That's interesting. Now, how interesting? I guess it depends on what's in it. Like, let's say there's like 5 different runs that you can do. Now, these runs are not meant to last a long time. Like, they're meant to last less than 10 minutes. But if you become competitive at it and you're trying to get the best score, the best time, then it could become pretty interesting to see you ranked on like a worldwide leaderboard online, like who's the best at this or whatever, right? Could it actually be done as like a physical tournament where people actually run tournaments for the game? Yes, they could. So that's kind of neat. I'm curious if we'll get more information about it soon, because if it's already been rated by the ESRB, that means it's pretty much ready for sale. But it's weird Nintendo has not mentioned it at all, right? We've heard nothing about this in any Nintendo Direct or anything. It just exists. It's like, whoa, that's weird. All right, I guess we'll find out, hopefully sooner rather than later, about this and what it really is. Okay? But that's just a quick story. The story I really want to cover today is a follow-up.
But wait, that was not even the story. Wait.
Yesterday.
Okay, so that was a story.
Here's what's going on with Helldivers 2. On console, PlayStation.
What a story, Mark.
But on PC,
I completely zoned out with this shit that happened before I was even born.
When it started getting listed on Steam. And
no, we actually can skip. Oh, we can, but now we're just talking about Helldivers, so yeah.
Small little area
Chill Vibers
of its listing on Steam, it mentioned that you're going to need a PlayStation Network account in order to play the game. But it was never actually implemented. You could buy the game, download it, play it online, and you never needed this account. So it seemed like maybe it was a typo, maybe it was not required, maybe it was there was just something intended and they never implemented it. It's whatever. All of a sudden, 2 days ago, it was announced publicly, you will now need a PlayStation Network account to continue to play Helldivers 2 on PC. That new players will need one as of May 6th, and old players will have to make one by June 5th. And if you don't have one, a PlayStation Network account linked to your game, you cannot play the game ever. You're locked out. It's a requirement to log into your PlayStation Network account to play it moving.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
So, there's 2 major problems with this.
I don't think it's a crazy big deal, but it's just generally pretty stupid.
It's kind of a bait and switch, right? Helldivers 2 is one of the most popular multiplayer games in years. It sold ridiculous amounts of copies, has a ridiculously high player base playing it on PC at all times, and it's kind of like a darling game. It's one of the biggest, most positively reviewed games of the year. Why now, all of a sudden, several months later, implement this requirement? it's obvious it doesn't really do anything to have it. Well, Sony claims the reason we're doing this is because this will ensure that everyone in the community is in a safe environment. Because if to be a part of PlayStation Network, you have to adhere by our rules of conduct, whether it comes to you can't say certain things, you can't behave in a certain way, you know, griefing, cheating, hacking, online harassment, racism, sexism, and talking over the voice chat. Things like that are not.
Yeah, your favorite stuff. You can't even do that anymore, Phil. You should stop playing the game.
So, if people do that stuff, they can basically cancel your account and you can't play the game anymore, right? But the game's been running for 3 months and I don't hear any stories at all about rampant issues in that regard. Have you heard about the infamous Helldivers 2 cheater?
Have you heard about means? Have you seen this on Twitter?
No.
It's literally what it means. It's no joke.
Online communities of harassment and sexism and racism? No, it doesn't exist. So their reasoning is bullshit. It doesn't make sense that that's the reason why they need it, but that's what they're claiming.
Because yes, apparently for something to be an issue, it had to be the most extreme case that could happen. They need to have like KKK gatherings in Helldivers 2 for it to be an actual issue. Thank you, Phil. Thank you.
So of course,
Mr. Extreme.
We're like, nah, you know why? Because this is a hot game, and now that it's a hot game, they want to boost their statistics. They want to say, oh, look, we have this many people on the PlayStation Network, and they know they're going to get like 1 million extra people if they require this for Helldivers.
Really?
Right?
But they're already successful. Why would they have to fake it?
In February. So
why would they go through all this shit to fake numbers?
But because if you remember when the game launched in February, it was shockingly popular. They were not ready for that. They didn't have server capacity to handle the amount of demand. So supposedly this was one of the many things that they did to cut corners and disable so more people could play because they didn't want to disappoint the customer base. Well, now they're like, okay, now it's calmed down. Now we can implement it and people are freaking out about this, right? So we get to the second half of the argument. So why are people freaking this out about it, right? Because a lot of people are claiming that, number one, where they live, you can't get a PlayStation Network account. Tens of thousands of customers are complaining about this, saying, no, I live in a country where PSN, it doesn't work. Yet now you're telling me I can't play Helldivers and I paid for it? Oh, by the way, I can't get a Steam refund anymore because I played more than 2 hours. This is unreal. It's not fair.
Yeah, this sucks. It's a pretty bad thing.
Like, we might sue you in a class action lawsuit.
Oh my god, and again, we talk about fucking suing people. This guy really wants to sue somebody.
Okay? They're like, Sony has had data breach after data breach over the years, and I just don't want my data to be a part of that risk. I'm a PC gamer. I don't need to have a Sony account. This is ridiculous. All right? Now, some people already in chat, VPNs don't work with PlayStation Network. PlayStation Network detects a VPN in use and bans your account.
Oh my god, no.
VPNs are not a solution. There basically is no...
What am I gonna do?
So why am I talking about this today? 2 reasons.
I don't know. What is the solution, Phil? Come up with it.
In the last 48 hours, Helldivers 2 went from 99.9% positive reviews to having 85,000 negative reviews and climbing. In fact, as of...
Yeah, okay. That's not really news. Everybody expected that to happen.
Exponentially every moment that they allow this requirement to continue. Does that mean that people will not play or buy Helldivers moving forward?
No.
I don't know. But that's pretty bad. What's weird about this is public opinion completely flipping on a game that was the indie darling.
But they still like the game. Bro, oh my god, this dude fucking sucks.
Evil Sony.
It's like, even when you don't expect him to be this stupid, he just proves to you that he's much stupider than you might have thought. People still like the game. Actually, that's the reason why they're so pissed off. If it was a shitty game that nobody cared about, nobody would have made so much noise about it. They're mad about it because they like it. Because it's popular. Everybody enjoys it right now. And they have to shoot himself in the foot for doing that shit.
A lot of people are even saying this is why these companies should not rely on major partnerships with exclusive game developers, because then they can enforce stuff on your game. And your game is great, but now your game will suffer because the person who's really in charge pulls the strings and makes you do something stupid you didn't want, right? That's pretty bad. Now, the other thing, and this is, I will admit, this is pretty bad, all right? Sony has online stuff listed on like their facts and things for like PlayStation Network and stuff like that. And people looked up in their online facts, you know, basically using Wayback Machine and shit like that before May 3rd, which was yesterday when they announced this requirement. Basically, a statement read just like this. Do I have to sign into the PlayStation Network to play a PlayStation game on PC? Signing into PlayStation Network is optional when playing a PlayStation game on PC. Then yesterday, they changed it to say this. Do I have to sign into PlayStation Network to play a PlayStation game on PC? Some PlayStation games may require you to sign in and link to an account for PlayStation Network.
Okay.
They changed the wording on their documentation after the fact.
Yeah, but that's because their TOS changed. Like, of course they're gonna update the thing. What? How is this like what? How is this a crazy dunk? How is this like an exposed moment?
Requirement.
They changed the rules, and then they changed where the rules are being stated.
Being added.
Yeah.
That's not good. That is a smoking gun.
A smoking gun?
This was a messed up decision. They never.
This dude sucks.
It was never going to be a mandatory thing, and they're probably doing it for personal gain rather than as a real requirement. You see? Now,
are you on drugs, Mr. Burnell?
I'm going to give you a personal example of this. A time this happened to me.
Oh my God, no!
Uproar, and then no one cared.
Yeah.
Before
Identity theft? Oh no.
There was a tournament called the B Series. And it was a major West Coast tournament held by, of all people, the Cannon Brothers, along with prominent West Coast players.
Cannon Brother?
Troy, Alex Valle, and many others. Okay? Mr. Wizard was part of that group.
Phil, please.
So,
oh my God, I can't stand this guy.
And they would claim this was the biggest Street Fighter event of the year, but everyone was like, no, it's really not. You're just saying that because it's on your coast or whatever. Okay? So one year, B5, the 5th one that they ever did, all East Coast players decided to fly out to this tournament. I went with fellow people from Connecticut to play Marvel vs. Capcom 1. And this was actually the first year ever Justin Wong had just become a prominent player in the fighting game community. Basically the best player on the East Coast in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And basically people teamed up to fly him out so that he could play in this tournament to see if he could win. Because he would be facing the best on the West Coast. So it's basically East versus West. That was the whole idea of the tournament at B5. Okay? So we all go. We pay our entry fees. We play in the tournament. A lot of corruption. A lot of messed up things happened at this tournament. I've talked about it over the years. I don't need to mention it all.
Why didn't you expose it back then if you're such a truth sayer?
Pertinent to our story today about Helldivers. So Justin Wong wins. And everyone freaks out. The West Coast is all deflated because Justin beat them. We're ecstatic. We're celebrating. All the East Coast players are partying, going crazy, right? Justin goes to get his payout for first place. And they hand him money. And he walks and he goes to count it. Now, he basically for him back then, this was before he was with any part of a gaming team or anything like that. And a guy that used to look out for a lot of East Coast players, his name is Henry Sen. Shout out to Henry if you're still out there. You're always a great guy in the East Coast community. He was always looking out for players in their best interests. So,
well, I guess this is the one guy that didn't hate Phil, or at least pretended really well to like him.
Counting his money, and he goes, "There's something wrong here. This is way less than what you should have won. Here's the amount of people who entered the tournament. Here's the entry fee. Here's the percent that they said first place would win. This is like 20 to 30% less than what was promised." Okay. So Henry Sen takes the money. He says, "I'm going to handle this for you, Justin." And he goes up and he gets into a big verbal argument with the Cannon Brothers and John Choi. All right? And he's yelling at them. He's like, "You're cheating a kid. This kid came out here. He beat your best players, and you're literally ripping."
That really sounded like this.
You're milking a human.
You're cheating a kid.
You're milking a human off. And one of the Cannon Brothers, I don't know which one it was, got into a big argument with Henry Sen saying, "It's on the
same
website.
vibes.
It's on the website. Go to the B5 website. It says right on there that we're keeping a cut of the proceeds of the tournament as organizers' fees."
Organizers?
And Henry's like, "That's
what was that
on the website. We know it's not, but they insisted it was." Okay?
Oh my God, man. Shut up. What do I got to do for you to shut up?
Basically, Justin goes home with less money. and there's nothing that can be done about it at all. Okay? And overnight, the cannons go on their website, the B5 website, and they add a line of dialogue that was
a line of dialogue.
Before, okay, and it says this tournament will keep like 30% of proceeds to run it.
They added more. They had DLC dialogue, brother.
They literally ripped everybody off. Now, at first, people didn't realize it and said, I guess, oh, you benefit of the doubt. It's there now, so it must have been there all along. No, people use things like of course, I don't know if it was called Wayback Machine, but they actually.
Well, way back, it wasn't called. It was called the Right Now Machine, probably. Now it's called the Wayback Machine because we're in the future.
At the end of the tournament, when it ended, went and added that line to protect themselves and basically were completely dishonest about it. All right?
What a bunch of dunces.
Sony has just done. They added a line. They changed the line to say, oh, no, look, see, it's there. The requirement's there, so you can't complain. What are you talking about? It wasn't there. You changed it to change the narrative to make you look innocent. Okay? Now, do you think that's messed up? Because here's what happened with B5. Nothing. It was announced that the Cannon...
Oh, so nothing happened, I guess.
The national tournament, they called it. They ran it. Everyone went. And they had an Evo series that was very popular for many years. And now they sold Evo to Sony, and it continues. So literally, despite the fact that there's proven corruption, scamming, cheating of money, Cannon stayed in power and were able to keep running Evo, and no one basically had the power to stop them, and they just kept going. So I will predict that this...
Oh, dude, this almost sounds like slander to me. Because we're talking about a specific person that we're naming multiple times, and we're saying a bunch of incriminating stuff about him. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is what you want to do, especially like 20 years later. You should have done it at the time. Just expose him in the moment. What's the point of talking about this now, slandering this dude 20 years later?
That Sony is being called out and exposed.
Because he's legitimately like accusing him of cheating everybody. And then when he still remained at power, he kept cheating and nobody could stop him. This is like some crazy corruption we're accusing this guy of.
Dishonest. Ultimately, no one will be able to do anything about it. And Helldivers 2 may or may not continue to be successful, but Sony will go on their merry way and nothing will ever happen. At least from my personal experience, I don't think that these kind of things sadly get to anything of positive change. They should. Like, I feel like Helldivers players should get together and find a way to stick it to Sony.
How?
I don't know how they could. The way I see it is, if you bought Helldivers 2, right? And you now can no longer play it, you essentially are ripped off of a product that you paid for. You should have restitution, whether you get a refund or they sue them in a class action lawsuit and say, this is bullshit.
Bro, they're gonna sue somebody over like a $60 game, a $30 game.
We can't play
like this guy is so horny to sue somebody. He's like Mr. Lawsuit right now. That's right, Kevin. He's Mr. Lawsuit.
Product we paid.
He's like the most meme thing you can say is like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking sue you.
Paid for, right? But ultimately,
I'm gonna sue Sony. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do, and it's gonna go great.
The people who are in power always get away with this kind of behavior. And with Sony, they're a major game publisher, they're a major game developer, they're a major console manufacturer. Do you really think that this small little blight on their record is going to change? No, people are going to just keep buying stuff from them. It's not going to change attitudes overall. The Cannons were the biggest people in Street Fighter in the United States because they were rich. So they could finance big tournaments, and people just kept going to their tournaments despite the fact that there was documented corruption at their tournaments. Nobody cared.
This is documented corruption.
Anyway. Oh, well.
Bro, you should. This is where you should stop. And now he admits to being a criminal.
I'm guilty of it. I'm a moron. I went to Evo a few times too. I'm just as stupid.
So what the fuck you crying about then? You're a part of the problem.
Go to Evo, or you're just missing out on the biggest competitive event of the year for Street Fighter, even though you don't like the people running it because you think that they're corrupt. It doesn't matter, right?
He's such a meme.
So the way I see it, nothing will come of this. Even though there should be positive change, I don't think anything will come of this situation. This will be a story for a couple weeks, and then either people will make a PSN account and continue to play the game, or they won't. And I don't think there's...
Yeah, big ups Cobeside Phil. You're very right on this. Two things can be true at the same time. That you can hate what they're doing to the game and think it's a bad idea, and also like the game. And usually in cases like this, people are the most vocal because they actually like the game. and it's being ruined because they're fucking around with it.
Thing that's ever gonna really, you know, change. Sony will still do these kinds.
Even though the actual game itself is not really all that influenced, but still, it's not cool, dude. Can we talk about music now, Brunel?
There you go. All
there
right,
you go.
one more topic to talk.
Now that we slandered everybody.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about music now.
Is the music that I use on my streams and why I use it. Okay. Every single day when I turn on my streams, I play some music. It's always remixed music made from my own playthroughs using my own voice.
Yeah, but what about the instrumentals?
Classics, such as songs from Ghost Drone, Thugs on the Floor.
Classics.
My original Massive
Thugs on the Floor. Went triple platinum
from my Singularity play
in the Insane Asylum.
rock remixes. Like,
well, at least I can flex that my songs go platinum in the rehab, because that's what Jenna said. We have actual confirmation.
Souls song, or what was the other one? There's two of them. Oh, the Motor.
Yeah, went triple gout crystal.
Absolutely amazing. More hip hop beats from over the years, club sounding beats from over the years, right? But the most recent one is a death metal song remixing my voice as I sang
Death
during
metal.
Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution Shippuden Conquest of Ages Super Turbo, or whatever the fuck it was called. Turning it into like a metal song of me singing how bad the game was in the credits, right? So basically, there's 30 to 40 different songs, all right, that have been made by viewers and fans over my 15-year run on YouTube. And I use these as the music on my pre-streams. You might say, well, why do you use it? Because it's me. It's my voice. It's my likeness being used. And therefore, because it's not someone else, it's me, I will never get any kind of an issue with content ID matching, claiming, muting my streams or videos. Okay? That's literally the reason I use it. Most other content...
Wait. But what about when it actually happened? What was that song? Hobos and Dogs. If you remember last year, this is some super great lore. Last year, his song Hobos and Dogs got taken down because the beat was copyrighted. And the guy found out and they took him down. They also took him down for the Eminem song, which My Name Is, and so on.
Have 50 remix songs made of them.
Yeah, so you shouldn't be flexing about it, bruh.
Can use in their own content that's safe to use. I'm just lucky. I've been around so long, I have that. Okay?
I love that a bunch of his flexes end up boiling down to I've been around for so long, so that's kind of cool, I guess.
So, you might say, well, that's kind of cool, right? But it would be nice, Phil, if you could have other music. There's a lot of royalty-free, supposedly copyright-free music on YouTube.
Supposedly copyright
using their content, right? So why don't you use some of that? Why don't you use some of these lo-fi beats? Why don't you use this kind of background instrumental music?
Because they don't have my voice on it, okay?
There's a pretty good reason for it. I'll tell you the two different reasons.
Because it's gonna get claimed anyways.
Because just because something claims it's royalty-free or license-free or copyright-free doesn't mean YouTube cares. You could very well have a song that says you can use it in all of your content. It's fine. And then you put it in your content, and your content will still get content ID matched and claimed, and you will lose the ability to monetize said content. And that has happened to me before over the years, where supposedly I was supposed to be able to use a song, and I used it, and then I still got claimed, and now an entire thing, whether it's a video or an entire stream, you can't monetize, right? Well, this is my job. I need to be able to monetize my own content. A video here or there every once in a while is not a big deal, but if I'm running this kind of music on my pre-streams and every single live stream I do every day gets demonetized because of it, that's going to be a huge issue, okay? So that's one of the reasons, even though it may be safe to use, because fair use says, hey, if this is license-free or whatever, you could still use it, you will still get slapped with content ID on YouTube. That's
you should get slapped just in general.
Number two, and this is another huge reason why, because on YouTube, things tend to change over time. I'm going to give you a perfect example of this, okay? There was a time where I was under partnership networks on YouTube. It wasn't just me monetizing my own content with ads. It was other third-party companies. At one point, it was Machinima for a very long time, and then it was Curse Network for about a year and a half, and then I went solo. during those years that I was with each of those networks, they offered a bunch of resources. And one of the resources they offered was a third-party website that you could go to and you could find music you're allowed to use as long as you're part of that partnership network, right? So, oh, cool. Well, I like to do edited game reviews. You know, I have an idea. I'm going to do a whole channel called KO Gaming, where I'm going to do edited content for a whole year, and I need music to use in those videos. So let me go ahead and do that, right? Cool. So I go to the site, I download the tracks, I put them in the videos, everything's good. Well, guess what? Things change over time.
Whoa.
What happens is I'm not part of that network anymore. Oops, that network doesn't even exist anymore. They went bankrupt, and all their assets have been liquidated. So guess what happens? All the content that I made using their music now gets claimed on YouTube. So
well, I mean, sure.
Listen to this. This
could always happen.
All of the videos that I made on KO Gaming that used music are now someone else's property. I'm going to state that again. All that work that I put into KO Gaming, that year of my life where I made all that edited content, a video that had over 1 million views, other videos with tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of views, videos that were a lot of blood, sweat, and tears for me.
Look, okay, I'm going to give you a very quick life hack. So you go to looperman.com, where everything is 1,000,000% royalty free. You go into loops and samples. You pick a tempo, let's just say 140, because it's super common. 140 to 140. You pick a key, let's say A, and then you just find loops, right? You download one of them, or like a piano and a drum beat, and you just put them on top of each other in Audacity, which is the free software. And there you go. You already have a background song that is almost instantly made, that is completely yours and free. Wow. This shocks me.
And would have continued to be...
So basically, the answer is just make your own music if you don't want to get claimed.
Making it, except YouTube demonetized everything in 2017. And
yeah, good for them.
But anyway, all of those videos today, I have no rights to. Because I had music in the videos owned by someone else that at the time I had the rights to use, but over time...
Yeah, big ups Down Forward Punch, who says he also got copyright struck with his Back in Time song because it featured a part of a song from Little Shop of Horrors. Well, there you go.
Reverted. And now they've claimed...
There you go.
Videos, and anyone who watches them, they get paid, not me. Now, I'm not going to say it's every single video, but it's most. Like, I use that music in almost every video that I was using over there on that channel. So, there you go. So, when it comes to using music, you've got to be incredibly careful about what you use on YouTube, because at any moment, something can change. Rights can change hands, and then someone tries to sue someone else. Someone tries to do this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And, basically, that's the problem. So, a lot of people say to me, Phil, will you ever have new music on your pre-streams? Well, yeah, every once in a while, someone makes a fan remix of my voice to some kind of a beat or song, and I use it. But for the most part, we're going to continue to go ahead and just use the same music. If someone wants to make new remixes for my streams or whatever, great. I'm more than happy to use my own stuff, because I'm not going to get claimed for myself, right? But outside of the realm of that, yeah, it's just not worth the risk. I understand people would like some lo-fi beats listening to the pre-stream before I start my podcast.
Bro, just don't play music for 20 minutes. That's actually the solution. Because people can stand 2 minutes of Thugs on the Floor, or like 5 minutes. But come on, bro. Come on. He's playing it for 20 minutes. Of course it's going to be annoying. And he's hoping that in those 20 minutes, people are going to gather around and chat and get some kind of conversation going, you know, get warmed up. And this just doesn't work.
Like some different stuff playing in between. Me too. But is it worth it for me to then, boom, lose all rights to monetize my own content? Of course it's not. And that's how YouTube plays the game. I mean, do you really think that any content creator who used to be with a partner network ever thought, oh, down the line, now all my content, I'll lose the rights to it? No, we didn't think about that. You know, lucky for me, right? I'm such a prolific content creator.
Oh, yes, yes.
My ass off 15 years straight. So even though...
Oh my god, stop glazing yourself. It's embarrassing.
Money on it, I continue to make content that makes money. So I'm still afloat. But imagine someone who only makes a video a month. And now years of their content is demonetized. They can't make money on it anymore. I mean, what the fuck?
Well, if that's the case, I'm sure they're gonna find like actual copyright-free music.
How fucked up is that?
It's kind of up to you to do that.
So there you go. And by the way, that's what's happened to a lot of YouTubers from back in the day. YouTubers who don't make content like me, but instead just made one video, despite the fact that they were getting millions of views on their videos. Over the years, their content just got demonetized for various reasons, and they make nothing on their own content anymore. That's why they're stuck in this endless loop of having to make new content, despite the fact they would like to retire. They can't. You know?
Look at why are we laughing at them? Dude, I thought you were sympathetic to those people because they work the same job as you, and they're also much more popular. But now we just make fun of them because they can't afford to retire. Wow.
That's one of the lucky
What a fucking bitch.
about me, for sure, that I never really thought about, but because I was such a prolific content creator, you could take away the rights to 60% of my content and I still make a living. That's cool, you know? Okay. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, that's what's going on. So, all right. That's all the topics that I had to talk about today. All right. Let us now get,
hey, big ups, Bort License Place, who says DSP or God? Trick question. DSP is God. There we go. Well, I'm a believer. That's all I'm going to say. I'm praying. I'm throwing up the prayer hands and the prayer beads. And some other kind of beads, too.
When I say demonetized, I mean I can't make money on it, but someone else is making money on it.
So you mean claimed?
No one can make money on it because people are confused in the chat.
So yeah.
Basically, if I have no rights to monetize a video that has someone else's music in it. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying no one has the rights to make money on it.
Big ups, Movie Sign, who says Dave doesn't understand copyright-free music.
Start off today.
Well, he just told you that being demonetized is not what he actually means. So yeah, I don't think he understands anything.
Meatball, 2 hot dogs, mint clip.
I'm just gonna take that.
Fantastic Max, Serrata, Etienne, and Maze Lord, and for some, and then over. Turbo popped their 2-month.
Oh, they popped the 2 months, dude.
Helldivers devs hijacked by the automatons. Exactly, the Sony automatons have taken over.
Automatons?
This is awful. There you go. So thank you. That's the YouTube side of stuff so far this morning. Hold on a second here. We're going to get to tips. I just need to refresh.
Are we going to get a 0 today? I don't think so. Who brought up the music segment? They did it in chat right at the beginning.
27 members.
And he told them to like stop complaining or something.
Man, I just realized. So what's today? May 4th? May the 4th be with you again. We are coming up to some people's 3-year anniversary. It's been almost 3 years since I completely abandoned Twitch and came over here full time to be a streamer. And I mean, I've loved the 3 years I've been here. There's definitely some shortcomings and fallbacks, but at the same time, I'm having a great time having my community here. Yeah, some of you are going to hit your 3-year anniversary. So you guys, very soon, you're going to see some people with their diamond crowns in the chat for the very first time, which will be pretty neat. It's a really cool, you know, little badge there that you get for 3 years as a member. So thank you to those who are. I'm sure some people are going to hit that anniversary soon. Cool. In the tip side of things, let's start here.
Let's see, tip side Phil. He's talking about leaving Twitch the same way people talk about like moving to LA to become a comedian. It's like, dude, I went there with just the clothes on my back and I made it. And now I have a successful podcast.
By the way, that's literally what I look like when I'm playing with Zangief. I'm that heated trying to get wins with that character who sucks.
Sure, man. That's like really funny.
That's a pretty accurate representation of my face. When
it's funny because he laughed. That's why it's funny.
There you go.
You see?
Thank you, Snoutfoot. Let's see here.
More like Goutfoot. Bleh. It's funny because I laughed, you see.
I received a $1.50 tip from someone who says, I don't play Street Fighter 6 as much as someone who played a lot of Guilty Gear online. Rollback significantly improves its strive. Might be because of a smaller player pool. I've never had a lot of dropped inputs like you seem to get. Yeah, and the thing is with rollback netcode, you drop more inputs the lower millisecond connection you have. Because since there's lower delay, there's less time to read what you're doing. So the predictive netcode predicts incorrectly a lot and drops your input to account for it. So if you're playing a match that says 15 milliseconds with rollback netcode, the match will look smoother, but you will have significantly more dropped inputs than if you're playing a match that says 40 milliseconds, which would look not as smooth, but you actually get your moves more accurately. I know that sounds stupid, but that's literally how rollback netcode works. The better connection, the more dropped inputs, so that the game can just make it look like it's real time when it's really not. It's just guessing. Pretty sad.
Nobody cares. I don't even give a fuck if he's completely right about this. It just doesn't matter.
And their netcode. So if you have never had rollback,
and he's probably wrong too. So yeah,
old delay base that had a lot of issues, and then you go to rollback, you'd be like, oh, I think it's much better, and I understand that. But as someone who's been around the block and played a ridiculous amount of fighting games in my life, I don't like rollback netcode either. I don't think this is the solution, and that's the problem.
So what's the solution? To invent a new netcode that fixes everything? I guess that's what he wants them to do.
Community should be looking for constant improvement.
Yeah, literally that's what he wants.
And instead, the community that
yes, just fix everything, okay? That's my feedback. Thanks. Imagine if you give him feedback like this. Hey Phil, be better, please. That's my feedback. Invent a way to be better. Can you do that?
FGC has become insanely complacent with just having rollback netcode and everything, despite the fact that it has issues that they won't address, just like Street Fighter V. It's literally the same situation. Well, this is all we have, so we just have to accept that it's great and praise the shit out of it instead of rightfully calling out its shortcomings.
Brother, listen, I'm sure if they could fix that, they would. Because, like, why wouldn't you?
Wanting improvements, just say it's great. So that's what they did with Street Fighter V for 5 fucking years. Then they admitted that it was bad. So if someone came out with a new netcode today...
He is so fucking obnoxious, man.
Rollback would be awful. They'd all admit it's terrible. But since we have nothing new, we all have to claim it's great. That's how they are. They're just this weird community of just butt kissers, and they just all go along with everything. That's how they've always been. It was the same thing back in the day with SRK and Evo. Everyone has to kiss their butt because they want to, oh, we want to be in the good graces of those in charge. Like, you guys are fucking losers. You butt kiss everyone.
I think you're a bigger loser than them, Phil. I think you are, actually. Much bigger than those.
For what? For fucking what? It's a fucking video game, dude. Just be honest. Who cares? They won't.
Oh, somebody should tell this guy is just a video game. When he was ranting yesterday, I still have it pulled up here on Twitter. Oh, actually, I don't. But I can pull it up very easy.
$1.50 tip from someone pretending to be 1 Minute Man, but it's not.
Ah,
so fake
1 minute flop.
The $1.50 and says, "Would you ever do IRL streaming?"
Hey, it's just a game, Phil.
Go to dump a restaurant. No,
it's just a game, Phil.
Really? Why am I playing with?
It's a game, Phil. Phil.
Why am I playing with Zangief? Why am I bothering? I can't even get a singular fun set with this character.
I think it's just a game, Phil.
IRL streaming is nothing but asking for trouble for you and the people around you.
No, right? Come on.
Take a look at Ice Poseidon. And everywhere he goes...
Please, dude, do those streams. They're the best. Yeah, but also way more people know him than they know you.
Really fucking stupid. Now listen, you want to make a video, perhaps, that's not intrusive to people around you because there's not a live audience trying to fuck with you. That's a little different, I feel. For me, I don't want you guys to see anything that I'm doing in my private life. It's none of your fucking business. If I want to come here on my podcast and say, oh, Phil's day off. Yeah, we went to Costco and we stocked up on this and this and that. That's fine. I don't have to show you detailed video footage of it, right? I don't have to show you where I live, what I'm doing.
But we know where you live.
That's just asking for trouble from a bunch of nut jobs on the fucking internet. All right, and that's why I don't go that far.
Well, bro, I don't think you had a problem with baiting people into committing crimes against you last time you did it. Why is it a problem now?
Okay, so I have made this distinctive divide between my private life and my public life. You should respect that. A lot of people do not, let's be honest. They think that everything should be public because I'm on the internet as a streamer. That's completely false.
Yeah, you should,
right?
Yeah.
Choose parts of my life that I
Never
want
mind.
Public and parts that I want to keep private.
Big ups Laxalot for the membership, dude.
You should not try to delve into private things that have nothing to do with you and are none of your business, but yet people still do.
No, please tell me all your business, Phil.
You gotta deal with that when you're a public persona, but that's why I don't do it. It's just too much risk, and really, I don't care about the reward. Even if it would blow me up as a popular guy, I don't give a fuck. The risk is not worth it. Okay.
But like, why do I need to? That's the thing. Why is okay? So everything should be private. I agree with it. Sure. His private life should be his private life. But why do I need to hear about him doing his taxes? Why do I need to hear about his day off? Like, isn't that private stuff? I guess it's private stuff when he wants it to be, and then it's not when he doesn't. Big ups Elk for the 5. His lack of empathy for people in a similar situation as myself, as himself, baffles me. He has no good wishes for absolutely anybody. He deserves every troll. That whole thing on the YouTubers, and it was just like out of nowhere. It's like, oh yeah, that's why other YouTubers, they can't afford to retire. It's like, yeah, well, I mean, why are you so happy about that?
Bingo.
They haven't even done anything to you. They just exist. They just simply exist and are more popular than him. And it's not even necessarily they asked for this popularity. They just got it. They just got it somehow.
No wings.
And he asks for popularity, but it can't get it. And it kills him. It kills him.
Obviously, again, there must be someone trying to impersonate different people. Thanks for the $2 tip.
I'm trying to impersonate you.
I never really
in the sperm bank.
Regardless, like I actually got it at launch, and I played it. It was awful. It was broken and atrociously bad at launch. It took them what, like a year, to actually rebalance, redesign, and fix the game to make it good. And then people liked it, and it caught on. I know that's one of the games that Wings of Redemption played for a while, right? I just never cared about it. Never really got into it. Never really gave a shit, and I still don't to this day. Like I have no desire to go try it. So.
Okay, then don't.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
By the way, the other night when I was playing Elden Ring, was Wings of Redemption actually live streaming and watching me?
Who cares?
Because that was funny. You were like, he was, and then he literally quit, like watching me. And
yeah, because you're boring. Well, who cares?
5 minutes before I beat her.
Why is it so important that Wings of Redemption acknowledges you beating a boss?
Why could he should have just?
What's wrong with you? It's Wings of Redemption.
You guys do when I finished.
You want to flex on him?
Left and then I won. So he basically saw, you know, the grind to figure out the fucking pattern, and then he fucking left and missed the ending, the grand finale.
Oh man, he wants to be acknowledged by Wings.
About me. Very good, very good.
Of course he is. You're a bigger bum than he is.
Out. He passed out. What? Big Boss did a super chat. He says, I found out about your channel. A guy at my gym had your Dark Souls hoodie. You still have a merch store. I had a Dark Souls hoodie? I did? Does anyone remember this?
I don't know, dude. You should know. You owned all of your own merch.
Souls hoodie? I don't remember that. I believe you, but I don't remember that. Skill Scholar says I have the same hoodie. What is it? What is this hoodie?
I don't know. Let's look up Dark Side Phil hoodie.
That branded it to be me, because I don't remember that at all.
What are these hoodies? DSP with the rainbows and stuff. What is this? Oh, direct support person. Okay.
No Wings was not making style.
Then we got
you're a good Dark Souls player.
DSP engineer, engineer by day, gamer by night. Wow, funny DSP engineer gaming vintage.
I remember it.
Oh, these are really good.
I mean, you got to understand something.
What is this? Oh, wait. Nothing scares me. I'm a DSP. I've seen it, smelled it, touched it, heard it, stepped in it. Wow, I'm getting this one. This is the best. What is this one? I don't need a Valentine. I need a nap. Hashtag DSP alive. Hell yeah, I need a nap too. What does this kid have? Oh, this is not even a DSP. This is DSP. My hands are full and so is my heart. Oh, my hands are full, all right. What a great hoodie. For all the busters out there with the full hands. Keep your hands full and your head flat. What is this? Warning, my daughter is a crazy DSP. And I'm not afraid to... What? Wait, and I'm not afraid to use her? What the fuck is... What? Yo, the DSP merch goes crazy, man. We need to step our game up. What the fuck? And yeah, it's literally like, here's the pattern. My daughter is a crazy DSP, and I'm not afraid to... Okay, sure. Let's look at one more. Forever a DSP. This is the best. This is the best one. What is this? Tough enough to be a DSP, crazy enough to love it. That's what I'm talking about. This is the best. This one is the best.
That's what I'm talking about!
Epic. Isn't it also like crazy that a DSP also means somebody who takes care of people with disabilities? You know, just like this guy. His life is so poetic, I swear. He is like, you can make a fairy tale about him and nobody's gonna know it's real.
Merch store was Cafe Press. I opened that one.
Cafe
way
Press.
back when, at the beginning of my YouTube career, when I was basically like the underdog of YouTube.
The underdog. He was under the dog.
Street Fighter characters with our names on it and shit. It was pretty silly.
Getting raw dogged.
The DSP logo, the old King of Hate logos and stuff like that, that was on that merch. And stuff like that. And that was probably in existence for like 3-4 years. And then basically I just stopped caring about it. Like, no one bought anything from it. So I basically just kind of stopped caring about it and never mentioned it. And then I found out years later it was still open, so I closed it because I didn't even realize it was still open. I was like, oh shit. So then I started, when I became a full-time live streamer in 2017, Teespring, which is what they were called at that point, reached out to me. I did not contact them. They actually reached out to me, saying they knew who I was as a streamer. They knew that I was prominent, had a following, and they thought that...
Bro, they reach out to everybody whose email they know. That's literally how it works. It's like a newsletter or some whatever.
Benefit.
They didn't reach out to you because somebody was like, oh man, we need to have a business relationship with this guy. He has so much potential. No, they just found your email. We get so many of those on the TBS mailbox. It's crazy.
And they actually opened the store for me and designed the merch.
They didn't design it. Someone else designed it. You just put it up.
Right? I think it was like I'm pressing buttons and it was a bunch of arrows and buttons to make it look like, you know, like I'm making fun of a fighting game or something like that.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. It's actually terrible.
What happened was a lot of people designed awesome stuff for me over the years. Now I remember a few different designs, but not a lot. And you know what's really funny about all that? So over the years, people would, like, of course, my detractors and shit would be like, oh, so Phil, he's a jerk because he never pays anyone for designs or anything. Out of all the designs that fans made me and allowed me to use, once I did pay someone.
Oh, so
a professional designer to make me.
Wait. So the trolls are debunked in his criticism that he doesn't pay anybody because he once paid one person. How is this? Makes you even look worse.
5 different designs, and I put them on the site, and literally they never sold at all. The professional designs never sold one.
So how is this supposed to be a point?
A good amount of money to a professional designer, and no one cared about that merch at all. They liked the fan-made designs. Anyway, so that I had for years, but once again, just like anything, like I said, after having it for many years of prominence, essentially, people forgot about it. I forgot about it, stopped talking about it, and it just sat there for like a year unused, and then they closed it on me, and come to find out that was the same year 3 years ago when my trolls
what? Dude, you were so close. You were so close to figuring it out. Let's replay this, and I'll let you guys figure out what happened to that store.
About it, stopped talking about it, and it just sat there for like a year unused, and then they closed it on me.
So he stopped talking about it. He stopped promoting it. Therefore, people stopped going on there and buying stuff because they didn't probably even know that shit existed because all he talks about is his Patreon and his PayPal. And then it was inactive, so the company closed it, and now he's just blaming it on the trolls.
And come to find out, that was the same year 3 years ago when my trolls mass messaged everyone. They mass messaged Twitch.
How do you know this happened?
They mass messaged.
I hate this narrative building so much. Prove it. Prove it.
Big like montage of hate against me.
Montage of hate.
Phil is, he's a piece of shit. He's a scumbag. He said these things over the years, and this is who you want associated with your company. And keep in mind, 3 years ago is when cancel culture now was huge. So they basically all kicked me off their site.
So, dude, even if I was a neutral listening to this story and like it's everything else's fault, there were like 10 things that happened that caused him to lose his merch store.
The fact that the stuff that
it's just so unbelievable as a story.
We're looking at
it's crazy.
Was like 10 years outdated. Like imagine Teespring, knowing who I was, messages me in 2017 to say, do you want a merch store? Sure, we'll make it for you. We'll even make the merch. Sure. 4 years later, they closed the store because they're not okay with things I did in 2010.
No, because it didn't make any money.
2017 for me. You were okay with it in 2017?
Bro, they didn't do any background research. They don't give a fuck. They were just reaching out to people that had a couple of thousand subs who could have had, who could have made the money. They were just networking, bro.
Years later, you're not.
Nobody cares about your fucking lore. Nobody is gonna study Darkside Phil outside of people that actually want to laugh at you.
You punish me for your decision. That doesn't make sense. But that's what I mean. All these companies have changed. They've all become these ultra liberal, cancel culture, progressive fucking companies. God forbid that someone made a risque joke 13 fucking years ago. Oh, can't have them in our business, right? So it's pretty ridiculous. As of late, I can tell you this. This is one. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but a company reached out to me. They contacted me, just like Teespring had, and said, you know, we have a platform where you can sell merch and you can do other things with fans and stuff. And I said, the merch is what I'm interested in. Like, they offered other services as well. And I was like, those other services would probably work for other content creators, not...
He's talking about Stream Elements or Stream Labs. Probably Stream Elements.
The merch side of stuff, right? And I said, but I get the feeling, the fact that you are messaging me like this, you didn't know research on me at all.
Yeah, you should have. Literally, dude, I hate this so much. Oh, you want to do business with me, but do you know my lore? Can you learn my lore first? It's like, bro, go fuck yourself.
Please research me. And then get
please research me. We used to have the good old days. We used to have a please tip me. Now we get a please research me, dude.
Because I tell you, I have an army of trolls.
Yeah, and he sends him a Kiwi Farms thread.
And we'll basically do the same with this. And the representative, you know, contacted me again, was like, oh, your trolls can't be that bad. Don't worry about it. I said, dude, I'm just going to say,
dude, they're going to kill you.
I'm not going to do business with any company who's not going to research first and be lazy. Research me and get back to me.
Research me, brother.
There you go. So these companies, they just blanket message people without doing a lick of research to know who they are. What would have happened was I would have started working with this company. They probably would have opened a page for me. I would have had all this merch set up. And within a week, all my trolls would have...
But here's the thing, though. I've done the research. And he's not a guy that I would want to work with.
Message them.
And it's not my fault. It's not the troll's fault.
Same video clips from 2010 and previous. Oh, look at the horrible things DSP says in his videos every day. Oh, he's the king of hate. He's a racist and all of that. And then they would have just closed my page after all that work. So that's why I don't bother with it. These companies are so fucking stupid and lazy. They don't even do initial research. And then they just on a whim make these knee-jerk reactions to shit like trolling. They don't even fucking look into it and say, okay, maybe
yeah, because bro, the bottom line is what's important. And the bottom line is that he doesn't make him any money. So it's not worth having him on. Like, this guy is only going to bring negative attention to you. You don't need him. Kick him out, and we're going to find somebody else. Why do you think Logan Paul can be an actual fucking scammer? An actual scammer. And the WWE doesn't give a fuck because he makes them so much money. It's crazy.
The dumb kids of the
He's an actual scammer.
Loser sitting on a computer harassing people all day.
Oh, and now he's shitting on the trolls.
Right? Because I know I haven't had merch now in 3 years. I bet right now if I came out with a line of merch, people would buy it. They'd
no.
Be like, oh, we haven't had DSP merch in years. Let's get some stuff, right? I don't think it would be tons of stuff, but I'd probably make a few $100 here on it. And then having that line every once in a while, you want to get a gift or some collectible, you know? It would work.
A gift?
No company is going to deal with trolls. They just don't want to deal with that liability. So to them, unless I'm going to be like a million seller and make them a ton of money, they're not going to deal with that.
Well, yeah. You're not going to make them any money. That's kind of the question.
Find a company that doesn't listen to white noise bullshit. Who is that exactly, right? I don't know. I haven't found one yet. Oh, let's see here. All right, I'm just going to ignore this because this is just a stupid...
What is it? How stupid is it?
I'm glad I didn't read that out.
Hey, big ups Andrew says, does Philip get an award for being an OG lolcow? The OG lolcow, which he's not, by the way.
Anything else you'd like to
everyone makes money from his content besides him. Well, that's another poetic thing about his life, that he needs that money, but he just can't get it.
We had a good...
but he's also not the OG lolcow. There's been lolcows before. but he is one of them. And he definitely has lasted super long. Why is he fucking rocking like crazy today? It's actual wild the way he's rocking. Just notice.
A good full show today of various different topics.
It's like actually like he's on a boat. Mr. Sway has been swaying it up today.
Here's the funny part. Tommy says you need to find a right-wing company. I'm not right-wing. So I'm hated on the internet for nonsensical fucking reasons, right? And I'm not right-wing, which is why most people go to those. You know what I'm saying? I just...
But that's just the company. You wouldn't care.
The company LTG uses might not listen to white noise. He's been able to sell merch.
Here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. He doesn't actually want to have merch. He doesn't care about his fans wearing his merch. He doesn't give a fuck. Because if he did, he would find a way to make it happen. He just wants to cry about being a victim. This is all he wants. This is all he wants in life.
Now, why was he not able to sell merch for a time, which is what it sounds like you're saying? Why did that happen? I know he always sold things like jerseys and stuff, right?
Jerseys. But
to my knowledge, is this a company that just custom makes stuff per order, or does he have to mass buy shit and sell it? Because that's what I can't do. I don't have capital to put into.
I don't have capital.
And then selling it, I have to have it be on demand. You know what I'm saying?
What about? Oh yeah, he's banned from Stream Elements, Streamlabs, because those just allow you to just create a shop out of nowhere.
Happy Saturday. Thank you.
He can also, oh dude, he can also host his own Shopify site on like WordPress or something and have somebody make it for him. I've done sites like this. It takes like 2 days if you know what you're doing. Just a Shopify site. Of course, people are probably going to DDoS it or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know. You can't do anything. Too much work.
Yeah. For the same thing that I went through. So basically, his trolls harassed the merch company he was working with as well.
Yep. I was the troll. I was there. We destroyed him. And he was crying afterwards. Please trust me. Hey, mister?
Is Snoutfoot a detractor name? I don't know. It could be. I have no... How would I know that? That's the thing. Like, I don't know. I don't pay attention. And you guys seriously don't... I guess a lot of people don't believe me. I don't pay any attention to detractor stuff.
Yeah, you actually do, though. For somebody who pays no attention to anything, he seems to have people telling him a lot of things and him addressing a lot of things.
About it is when you guys tell me about it, or just on a whim. I may be on YouTube. And sometimes stuff will show up as like related video nonsense. And if I see it, I just go, do not ever recommend again. And that's it. And I never see it ever again. I know nothing about any of it. I don't know what people are saying or doing. I always hear about that stuff from third parties, right? So very well, maybe there is a detractor named Snoutfoot. I wouldn't know, nor do I really give a shit. It doesn't really affect me. I don't care about them. They're insignificant to me. Today we're gonna have a fun stream of Fallout 4. We're gonna hang out, have a good time.
Yeah, when is that happening?
Engagement, hopefully good support.
Actually, that's a good question. When is that happening? Oh no, he's on a break now, so it hasn't happened yet.
Continue on our
I'm waiting for it to happen.
What happens outside the stream? I shouldn't. All right, it's nothing to do with me. I don't care.
When are we gonna get the Meet the Burnell song? I was actually contemplating doing something like that, but I would have to write a very cerebral, layered, deep diss, because I can't do a disservice to like Kendrick Lamar by having some bare bones ass diss where I just talk about him spending money on champions. It has to be deep as fuck.
Happy Star Wars.
And I can't write very well, so.
Say to you, Iron Man the Power. My screen glitched. I'm finding more and more YouTube is just breaking apart. There was a super chat earlier from Big Boss, and it won't go away. I did refresh the screen, and now it's gone. Stupid. Oh, yes. Kat and I celebrate Star Wars Day. I dress up in a full Wookiee costume.
They have sites like Threadless where he could just upload art and get paid a commission on each sale of his art, and his fans could pick whatever style, color, and size they want it on.
Hey, well, there you go. They got this. I also know they got Gumroad, but I don't know exactly what Gumroad is about. I think it's just like Patreon, but for based people.
toe covered in fur, and of course she does the big Leia buns. We walk around the house.
Oh no, I actually think Cat is a different character. That is a Hut. You know what I mean? And DSP is Princess Leia. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Like idiots. No, we don't do
Or of course, alternative is Cat's gonna be Chewbacca and DSP is gonna be I don't know. One of those like ugly looking guys from the Phantom Menace. Though that dude with the big nose, that's who he's gonna be.
I'm just gonna play Star Wars Battlefront tonight. That's how I'm gonna celebrate Star Wars Day. Yes, Fallout 4 party begins soon.
When? What are we waiting for,
No,
actually?
I can't do a chewy growl. I can't do that. Some people can do a really good one. I can't do it.
Hey, wake up. Wake up, Brunel.
Still Star Wars to Disney. Did I know
Dude, I cannot believe how much dead air there is. Because, like, this dude lives to talk. He lives to talk. I'm not answering the question about Cat's muff. He lives to talk, but when there's, like, actually nothing to say, he doesn't even bother filling in the dead air.
Mickey Mouse. Donald Duck is now Han Solo. And Goofy is Jar Jar Binks, right?
Bro, what?
Right.
Stop being funny. Please.
When is the
You're
next...
making me feel uncomfortable.
When's my next marathon? May 25th, PC Indies Marathon. People are currently in the process.
Oh, man. Once 1 Minute Man is gone, now you can feel the lack of 1 Minute Man. You can feel it.
Games for that event.
Because you got the 5 from one guy, and then you got a total of 9.
If you haven't, you can
Yeah, man, it's old.
Brings up the link. If you aren't on chat, you can check out the community tab of this channel from a few days ago. There's a thread for it. The most nominated games will then be made into a poll in about 10 days or so that people will vote on for another week or so before the event. So please nominate games.
Please research me.
What's my most controversial opinion in gaming? I guess it's that I don't like rollback netcode. I think it's atrocious for the inputs it drops. But I guess a lot of people don't agree with me because, you know,
because it's personally motivated. You have a personal issue with the people that made it, so it kind of invalidates your whole like general idea because it's just a grudge.
Do the Yoda impression. I'll do the Yoda impression tonight when I play Star Wars.
Oh no. What did we do to deserve that?
Well, I do a react video for the Borderlands movie. If someone submits it to be reacted to.
So if you pay me then.
Every Sunday that's a
if you pay me.
Show for someone to submit the Borderlands trailer for me to react to, but no.
Oh, it's such a scumbag with the whole pay me for me to watch this. Why? Like you're a gaming fan, you're a media fan. Then why don't you just watch it by yourself? It's gonna take like 5 minutes for you to watch it. You could be watching it right now on the podcast. What is stopping him?
Joel Law says, concerning Helldivers 2 and the PSN controversy, does this put you off from playing it again in the near future? It doesn't affect me. I'm playing it on PSN regardless. I'm playing it on PS4. Or, excuse me, PS5, right? So that has nothing to do with me at all. I'll play it when I play it. I'm planning on playing it either Tuesday or Wednesday night this week. Don't know when.
Okay, can we say a word or maybe a sentence even? That would be even more shocking. Please, dude, please. Please, say something.
Star Wars mega event tonight will be crazy.
Please, please, please,
There'll be a few
please.
people there just to hang out. It's not serious. That game is terrible. It'll be just a funny mess around event for Star Wars. Not a big deal. What's the next big game I'm covering? You know, there really isn't anything considered big anymore. I hate to say it. Like, no games are considered big releases anymore. So, what you tell me. What's the next big release that I even could cover? You know, I've already told you what games are coming out. Here's literally what's coming out in the next couple of months.
Oh, no, more scheduled. Come on, man. This is cheating. You're not allowed to do that. Nope. We can't do that during the podcast, please.
Street Fighter 6 Akuma release and rebalance, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door remake, Multiverses, Still Wakes the Deep, the Elden Ring DLC Shadows of the Erd Tree, Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble, Luigi's Mansion 2 Remake, Agatha Christie's ABC Murders, Black Myth Wukong, Star Wars Outlaws, Stalker 2, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Do any of those sound like ginormous, huge AAA must-play games? Honestly? I mean, there's good games in there that I want to play, but does anything feel like,
Okay,
wow,
so
that's
what
the
was
big
the
game
problem
that
then?
everyone's looking forward to? I guess the Elden Ring DLC. That's about it, right?
Sure, yeah.
There just aren't any big feeling games anymore. There just
This dude is so passionate about gaming that he only needs massive AAA corporate products to be happy. That's how much he loves gaming. I think he's just passionate for consuming product. He's passionate in being a member of the consumer community.
They just don't exist anymore. It's sad. It used to always be. Every quarter there'd be 3-4 giant games everyone's hyped and looking forward to and playing and talking about. And sometimes they would suck and sometimes they'd be good, but you'd always have them. You don't usually even have them anymore. They don't even exist. It's so weird. It really is. I mean, maybe in June we're gonna have the Xbox event, probably a Sony event, and probably Summer Games Fest. And maybe after that, then we'll know the bigger high priority games to be hyped for the rest of the year. But it's just so weird to me that there's like nothing going on anymore in the realm of gaming to talk about, right? I received a $6.66 tip from Rocky.
Whoa, yay.
I guess it kicks the potential detractor name off the leaderboard.
What potential detractor name? I thought you didn't care about this. Snoutfoot. I've never heard of this guy being a detractor. Who? But come on, man. Hey, do something. Fuck. I'm gonna skip this bullshit.
Shift the philosophy of how they're gonna run their business.
Who? The woke companies? Oh, Twitch. But you just said, dude, a couple of days ago, he said that everybody should leave Twitch because it's a sinking ship and it sucks and it's over. It's over for Twitch. That's what he said the other day. And now it's like, yeah, I would go there if they're completely different. I would like DSP if he was completely different.
Is if they kick the fuck out of their management team out of there and they have a whole 180 shift of philosophy of how they're going to run their business.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Professional, then I would go over there. That would mean immediately
like a CW show. That's how easy it is.
So people can actually stream 1080p 60 frames. No more cancel culture bullshit. No more ultra liberal bullshit. I don't want.
What does that even mean?
Critical judgments of how they're running a gaming streaming business. So I want all that.
Bro, you literally said the N-word. What are you so upset at?
If that's gone, then I would consider going back. But it looks like that they are literally on the downward trend, and they're just doing nothing but getting worse and worse. So no, I'm not planning on going back.
Because like if you say DSP said the N-word,
includes news segments on indie studios getting laid off and will only consume the most generic Call of Duty trash.
Yeah, he talks about the small studios should stop getting shut down. And then he doesn't buy their games, and then they get shut down. Wow, Phil. Wow. Big up Scarito. So what was I going to say? Yeah, when you bring up him saying the N-word, the first thing somebody's going to tell you is which one. Because I can count at least like 4. And yes, it's not like he actually meant it. He meant to say like 1 when he was talking about Booker T calling Hulk Hogan a brother. With a hard R. We're coming for you, brother. Just how it went. Everybody remembers it like that. Hey, yo, say something. This is like a mega dead air pre-stream. What is even happening? He's just on his laptop now. Hello?
Okay. All right, guys. I mean, we're going late here. Let's adjourn, shall we?
Yeah, we're going late because you spent like a total of 5 minutes not saying anything. This could legitimately be another level 1 experience. Hold on.
No, I'm not planning on going back.
Is this when he stopped talking? Okay, let's start counting the time. How am I even gonna do that? Fuck it. Let's listen. How long did this actually take? Was it 30 seconds? I think at least more. Because he's not even supposed to be doing anything, right? Yeah, now he's dodging something. He's looking like he's dodging chat messages. Like the trolls are trying to troll him in chat and he's dodging them. Look at this. Like left, right. Like almost like quick maneuvers. The dodge. Oh, look at this. Whoa. Whoa. He's looking out the window for the ops. Oh my god. This guy just keeps shocking me, man. In ways that I've never thought anybody can shock me because I didn't think anyone was that stupid. Oh.
Okay. All right, guys. I mean, we're going.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was at least like a minute of dead air. I hope somebody clips it because it's worth it. What did he say? Did he beg?
Here we go. Is the camera fitting or is it over the edge? Hold on.
Have I seen Dracula Flow 5? Yes, I did. And I mean, it's like all the other ones. It's just a bunch of random nonsense, I guess.
Right back.
It's fun.
We'll begin Fallout 4. See you in a sec.
Okay, is he gonna be back? I think he will be back. And now he is gaming too. Wow. What is he trying to do? Account privacy.
Find where it, hold on. This last.
What did somebody tell him, that his IP is public or something? It's true, dude. It's true. They're coming for you. The trolls are trying to kill you. We should feed them some like false information that someone wants to come to DSB's house or something.
Back, and it's time to start with.
But I don't know how we're gonna organize each other to actually keep the same story.
That we've had a lot of fun with these last this last week, right? No, I'm gonna check right now. So apparently, how does this happen? Stupid wire. Apparently, the reason why mods may not have worked with Fallout 4 for me is because there's a setting in Xbox settings that apparently makes it so that you can't get them. So if I go to settings, I gotta find where it. Hold on.
Okay, did he find it?
No. That.
And by the way, Xbox settings are really hard to go through. It's actually, I'm surprised he even made it this far into it.
Something that you're not supposed to see, so just bear with me here.
Because like the UI on Xbox is, man, what the fuck?
No.
What the hell?
No, it doesn't exist. Seeing game clips and screenshots.
This is great content, man. This should be also clipped in the part of the Fallout 4 episode.
Into settings.
Because it's this entertaining. Is he gonna do mods?
I want Mysterious Cena.
Oh, he's gonna install mods. Let's see what he's gonna install. The remove all sex mod. That's what he should do. The incel mod.
The one that's the cumulative update that's supposed to fix all bugs. These are ones that I had like 9 years ago. Oh boy. Here it is. The unofficial Fallout 4 patch. That's what I want.
Hey, there you go. I don't know if this is going to be compatible with this version. And you also need all the DLCs, but I think he has it. I think he does.
That's the one I want. That's the only one I want.
Yeah, he should get the mod that replaces all women with naked men. And then it's going to be the best playthrough. He's going to be shaking and super sweaty the whole time.
Recommended to me like 9 years ago, so I just downloaded a bunch of them and I tried to enable.
But dude, why can't you actually make a decision for yourself for once? Hey, I downloaded this mod because it seemed fun. When was the last time you heard him say something like this? Hey, I did this because it seemed like it's fun. Everything he does, it's something that somebody else told him that he has to do. And he doesn't even like think about it for a second. He just does it.
Most of them actually didn't even work. But the mod
I don't fucking get it, man. This
really stupid.
Like sucks. It sucks.
Okay, here we go. So let's see if this works.
Achievements are disabled. Oh no, he's not gonna get fake internet points.
Any achievements? Now hold on a second. Because I think I got most achievements for this game already. How do I see achievements on fucking Xbox?
Oh my god, man. You've had an Xbox for since I was like 10, man.
How the fuck do I see achievements?
It's astounding how little he knows about the equipment that he uses on every level. every level. You would think he would be the master of the console, because he's been holding a controller in his hand more than he's been touching anything else.
Dashboard and to the right. I'm on the game right now. Side menu thing. What the hell's a side? This here? There's nothing about achievements.
Could it be the medal icon that has a medal on it, as in a achievement?
Aha!
Whoa, look at this. He did it. The GOAT.
Reach maximum happiness in a large settlement. Create 50 weapon mods.
And it only took it somebody else telling him where it is for him to find it.
Get a home run.
This guy is unbelievable.
Have 5 tame creatures in a settlement. Start a spectated arena fight.
At this point, I'm starting to consider this might be an act. Nobody is this special.
I don't know what that quest is. Is there a way to see it? Cleansing the land? I have no idea what that is.
Dude, come on, man.
Oh, these must be DLC. These must be DLC achievements.
You must be a DLC to life. That makes it worse. Okay, I'm straight up skipping this. Look at, I skipped like a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fallout 4.
And
now,
YouTube mode is on.
Important to know,
okay.
Everybody. Guess what? I have mods enabled. Not a lot. I have one mod enabled. It is the mod that is the cumulative fix for the game. That supposedly...
Just say the unofficial Fallout 4 patch.
Supposedly...
That's how it's called.
A lot of bugs be repaired and fixed. Okay? That's the only one that I have enabled. Nothing else yet. Maybe I will enable more mods later. But I want to see how this will improve the gameplay experience if it does at all. Alright? So let's see what happens. And go from there. Alright? But, hopefully, things will run smoothly and we won't have a lot of bugs and things moving forward because I enabled this cumulative gameplay mod.
Yeah, dude, you just said that.
Where are we going?
You just said that. It's so insufferable actually paying attention to him speak.
Playing last time and oh, we didn't.
It's like, hey, today, you guys, we're gonna be playing Fallout 4, which is a game that is called Fallout 4. You see, it's the 4th game in the Fallout franchise. And it's the number 4 game that released in that franchise. So what is this game about? As you can tell by the name Fallout 4, the game is called Fallout 4. And it's about something that happens after a nuclear fallout, okay? And more specifically, the 4th game in the series has something to do with that.
Yeah, we already looted this area. Okay. We have to go back out. Back out this way. Okay, that's where we were headed when I saved, right? You're down there. Oh, wait. Did we go down here yet? Is that Nuka-Cola Quantum? It is.
Yeah, big ups Base Boglemite for 17 months.
It won't let me take it. Let's go the other way then.
Oh, and now he will take it. Yo, look at this.
That.
A gaming moment.
This.
He should clip this as a short.
Oh,
DSP finds a Nuka-Cola.
There was an armory? Did we pass it already? Or are we going to get to it? I don't know if we've passed the armory and I couldn't get in yet. I don't remember. Should I go back quick and double check?
An enemy may be utilizing stealth. How interesting.
Shut up. I don't know if we did the armor.
Yeah, I don't really know if this patch is gonna have any noticeable difference, but whatever.
Oh, yeah.
What is this? Oh, synths.
So I learned how to do critical hits while running in this game now, which I didn't even know you could do. You have to run, and then you press your attack at the end of your run stride, and you get a critical like strike. That's a really powerful version of a melee strike. I didn't even know about that, and someone left a comment. Thank you so much to the person who left the comment on the video, because I'm going to use that for the rest of the playthrough. I had no concept that existed.
Whoa, there you go. Another thing somebody tells him how to do. It's almost like he's completely obsolete here. What is he actually doing? He's just the guy pressing the buttons, which anybody else could do. You could get Airsoft Fatty to be there.
It's one of my favorites.
You can get Ricky Berwick to be there.
Silver Shroud comic book store.
Like, who cares? Anybody else. This guy actually adds nothing to his own stream. It's remarkable that this can actually happen.
Did we skip it?
There's no commentary, no personality. Anybody can do what he's doing right now. They can say the same things because it's like level 1 content.
And then this is when we come.
They can have the same layout. They can play the same game in the same quality.
Got to it yet? Did we?
It's like a redundancy streaming.
I don't think so. So I guess we keep going, and maybe we can get to the armory. But I don't.
And the worst part about this is that he has nearly 100,000 videos that are just like this or worse that have flooded the internet. Like actual slop.
So far, I like
actual bloatware.
You got guts and determination. It's admirable.
And what is even sadder than this is that he had to post 100,000 videos and we're still on level 1. Like, you might start thinking, man, for somebody with such a high output, you sure should be at least like of some kind of reputable status in this community. No. No.
Oh. Oh. Shit. Hit it. I can't swing. Fuck. There's pieces of it everywhere. Bubble gum. I'll eat it. Bubble gum.
Eat it. It's a nice clip. It really sucks having to clip him for voice clips because most of them happen during gameplay. So you need to find like a very specific rant. That's why those songs take a long time to do. If you actually want to make them sound like normal, I guess.
Nice. Stuffs. Oh, I don't want that. I wanted the bobby pin box. I picked up an ashtray. Oops. Oops. All right, more healing. At least some corn. Irradiated corn. Fancy lads, gumdrops. Iguana bits I want to save to make iguana on a stick. Iguana soup? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know I had that. An Insta-mash. A rat away.
Yeah, the commentary is great. I'm going to eat corn. And then he eats corn.
It's random luck that I have the dog evil choices coming up. Your other.
Oh, man. Why is he still with the dog, though? Should have somebody else who has a gun.
I can't move.
Someone with a gun is better than a dog. And the dog is constantly in your way. Bro, you know that you can actually tell the dog where to go?
Ah!
You can actually do that.
15, sweet. Sweet, 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 because this is going to be a one where I get to pick a really good upgrade, right? So, what are the ones I can get? I can either get better criticals, twice as much extra damage, or I can just do, in general, more melee damage by 20%. What do you guys think? Should I go for overall more melee?
Oh my god, why don't you just decide yourself, man? This is so annoying.
Google loses thousands of dollars host his stuff.
Yeah, and they also pay him. Imagine. I don't think they broke even off of his content. I think they're still operating at a loss. Even though they do get 30% of his super chats and memberships and all that YouTube platform revenue. So I guess in that kind of way, they're fine. But when it comes to storage space, oh yeah. He's taken so many terabytes of data. It's especially with those old uncompressed shitty ass videos from a camcorder in like 2010.
Cool. So we can go that way, but we actually had the terminal password back here, did we not? Oh wait, we didn't even go in here yet. Excuse me. Sorry about that, everybody.
Oh, wow.
Disgusting. Oh, now that I use the healing items, now I can...
It's almost like you can help yourself when you do it.
Covert operations?
Hell yeah. Just don't do it.
To detect while sneaking. Oh, okay. I barely sneak, but okay. TV. Old-timey TV. Vodka. I'll take the vodka. Yeah. The vodka.
Oh, look at this, dude. Yes. Burglar Burnell.
A beer bottle. Someone's drinking beer in the shower. That's a bad idea. You don't
Why?
Falling in the shower when you're drunk, dude. That's the end of it.
What? Are you gonna get drunk off of one beer?
Go into this terminal. What do I bother with that for? Yeah, look. This is the armory. The armory. What do they have in here? About to find out. Stim pack. Rad-X. Bobby pins.
There you go. Now you can see that he grew up in the mean streets of Connecticut by the way he picks logs. You know, he grew up on the streets.
That's it.
It's been tough on the streets, dude. Dude, come on, open it, please. It's a novice log. It's not even hard.
Nice.
Great job. This is how we win.
Another fat man. I mean, I'll take the mini nuke. I don't think I need another fat man.
Yeah, what is happening in his chat? Tell him a man named
I don't
Ethan
have
is
one
looking for
on me.
Sean. It's just like,
If you remember,
it's nothing. They're not even, like, what are they actually talking about even?
I had a fat man. I gave it to somebody.
Are we caught? Oh, we're not even live. Okay, let's just go live. Fuck this. It's like, it's still the same thing anyways.
You're not as soft as I thought.
dspgaming, I just finished watching your Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 playthrough. Kinda tired of everything Marvel does. Needing to be an MCU advertisement feature only characters that are currently in it. Yeah, sure.
Oh my god, it's annoying to have to keep going back and forth. Huh? I healed. My health
It's like
was going
watching
up,
Jerry
and then I
Springer
died
snort tears of joy.
Dude, Jerry Springer is nowhere near this. He can never touch the greatness of Philip Burnell. Jerry Springer is like a little piece of dust compared to Phil Burnell. Does Jerry Springer have nearly 100,000 episodes? I don't think so. Is he prolific? I don't think so. He's not even meaningful.
Swinging. He's doing it by himself. I totally wasn't swinging.
Is he actually playing on easy? I would think he's playing on normal because the game is easy to begin with.
Actuator.
I killed him before he told me anything. But it made the fight easier. Terminal password. His pistol. Stim packs. 2 stealth boys. Cybernetic limb actuator. Cybernetic pain inhibitor. His outfit. I don't really fucking want his outfit or his gun, honestly. His gun probably sucks. What is a cybernetic brain augmenter? What the fuck is that?
It's something that I need right now to withstand the pain of this stream. So I'm just gonna go now. Otherwise, it's just gonna be this gameplay until, well, until it ends. So yeah, I think it's over, dude. I think it's over. So thanks, everybody. I'll see you next time. Tomorrow is my Easter by our calendar, so I'm not going to be around, perhaps. But I'm going to see you after that when Jesus comes back and he tells me to do that, okay? Because I got a relationship with him. I'm going to hit him up. So anyways, thanks, everybody. See you next time. Young out. And most importantly...
You piece of shit! I don't